Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You fight with nobody.
This a dollar beat. This a dollar beat.
BoxingWords.com.
You won the bet with nobody.
BoxingWords.com.
This a dollar beat.
You never gonna get the fight, man. You're a horrible fighter. Payday,
BoxingWords.com.
payday. You want payday. I know that. Oh, look this guy. There's a plan to
BoxingWords.com.
go for the belt, and I'm coming, man. I'm coming, my friend. Get the fuck out of here, man. Please, get the fuck out of here, man.
BoxingWords.com.
Because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
BoxingWords.com.
Good morning. It's my night. Get the fuck out of here. Yo, he was funny, man. He went viral with that. But yeah, man, we're back to talk Canelo Alvarez. Well, actually, Caleb Plant. Caleb, the one out here talking greasy. He said, don't be surprised if it's easier than you think. And, you know, I'm like, I seen this, but then I'm like, wait, we might have to talk about this because...
A ver. Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, you look, play all the sound bites you want, but the truth is no one expected Ugas to beat Pacquiao either.
I did.
Yeah, all right, man. We did enough shows and we spoke about betting enough times that you never say, hey, look at this guy. I'm going to put money on the -3, the plus 300.
I said it when Manny Pacquiao, when all of us were here.
No,
Manny
you
Pacquiao
said it.
listed.
You said it right when they was in the ring and they was about to announce. They was about to announce the outcome. Doomy was like, yo, Ugas winning. I was like, okay.
I didn't even watch it, bro. You know what happened in my situation. I had to leave in the start of the fight. I had a family emergency. But I had a feeling that this could go, man. Look, we took note of what things were in Ugas's favor, which was the youth, the hunger, and the style of fighting. You know, he's relentless. And this time around, it was surprising because I did get to see some of the highlights, and I noticed that Ugas was a great counterpuncher that night. Mm-hmm. He's a great counterpuncher. He was able to set Manny Pacquiao into traps. And he pulled it off, man. I feel kind of sad seeing Manny Pacquiao like that with the sunglasses at the press conference, man.
Wow.
You know, it's the end.
Somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose.
This is true. And, as classy as he always is, he took it in the chin, literally. And I think this is goodbye for Manny Pacquiao.
I mean, look, it's definitely goodbye for Pacquiao unless proven otherwise. But I mean, Caleb Plant.
So what? Now we're gonna go ahead and
no, because I'm just saying we, and I'm generalizing. I'm not saying you ever. I always put myself in a generalization, and it's like we didn't believe in Ugas. We didn't think he can do it. So now with that in mind, if Ugas can do it, can Plant. If Ugas can do it,
then maybe Plant can.
Can Plant also
Yeah.
a upset is the poll. Yes and no. If Ugas can do it, can Caleb Plant get an upset? N upset, not a upset.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
I don't know, man. Look, there's a big difference right here with with trying to maybe compare the situation that happened or the fight that happened between Manny and Ugas. Ugas is definitely a lot younger, right?
Yeah, I see people saying, well, he's not 42. I mean, okay.
Canelo is not 42.
B-Hop was 42 and so was George Foreman. Like, why because Manny lost, he's 42. But when people in their 40s win, they don't say anything. When
But the thing
B-Hop
is-
unified, nobody say, "Oh, he's 40."
Well, yeah, that's true because we're always expecting, I guess, greatness out of, I'm going to speak on Manny. Manny, we always expect greatness out of him. So it's like, a lot of people were set in this fight. Like, look what he did to Keith Thurman. He still got it in him. He's still fast. But that was what, 2 years ago that he fought him? He fought Keith Thurman. The years keep piling on, man. And the older you get, these years kind of they exponate. You know what I mean? They're exponential on your body, man. So 2 year, and the man's so busy, and there's just so much going on, right? And he still, has the courage to get into that ring at 42. But Canelo is not that cloth. His cloth is a lot less tear and wear on it. And
I don't know that. I don't know that. Canelo's been fighting since he's 15. He's got like 7. Pacquiao had 71 fights. How many fights Canelo got total?
56 or something.
All right.
Like that.
He's got a lot of wear and tear. Plus sparring rounds. You don't get that great without sparring a lot. You know what I mean? To act like Canelo has no wear and tear, that's a little bananas.
No wear and tear is bananas in pajamas, champ. But like the man is not beat the hell out of. He doesn't have anything that I can look and see.
I don't think Pacquiao was ever beat the hell out of. Like he's got one knockout, but he never went through a fight where he was getting pounded out. And
he's been in wars. He's been in fights. He's had his Juan Marquez's.
you talking like he's been battered. Like,
nah, I'm not gonna say battered, man. It's just that he's been an exciting fighter his whole life. 8 weight divisions. The stress on the body. It's just that the guy has done way too much. And congratulations to him, man. He leaves the sport as a living legend, but. Right now, Canelo Alvarez is almost. I can actually, we were talking about his prime. He was in his prime when he was with Floyd Mayweather. Okay, in his youthful prime maybe, but right now I think that boxing IQ wise, right now Canelo's is at his prime. Like this guy's just like the.
So basically, you saying there's no way that Caleb Plant can do what Ugas did. That's what you're saying.
I still, and in this fight, it's different from the Manny and Ugas fight. I had sentiments that Ugas could pull this off. In this fight, I can only say that it would be a surprise to me if Caleb won, not because he's not a great boxer, because he is. He's a great boxer, mentally strong, all the above. But I just don't see him edging out that toughness and that power and that relentless pressure. He could probably go ahead and maybe give us the first few rounds, and I mean few, like maybe past the 6, he can give us some good, boxing clinic where he can, probably hit Canelo with a few shots and maybe back him up a little bit. But I don't see him able to resist this pressure all 12 rounds.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, I think you could be over assessing or over glorifying Canelo's pressure, but I get it. Caleb has never fought anyone like him, but I'm just gonna put something on the bet so that I don't feel like Ugas, right? Because even if you would have put $10 on Ugas, you would have made 40 something. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna just put something on Plant so I don't feel the same way again. Like, oh, he won and I lost. I want to win with you. And there's no money to make in Canelo. Like minus 600, that's what Canelo is. You gotta really put down a pretty penny to make some bread on Canelo. And that's the thing with betting. Let me ask you right now, how much who do you think is gonna win? Simple answer. Yeah, Plant or Canelo?
Alvarez.
All right. How much are you willing to bet on Alvarez that you think he's gonna win?
I'm not a betting man, but I'll put a hunch.
A hunch, you see? So
I'll put a hunch.
So that would change for you. All of a sudden, Caleb Plant has more of an opportunity to win if I told you had to put $3,000 down.
I had to put $3,000 to win what?
I mean, $3,000 on Canelo wins you.
I don't even have Canelo up right now. What is up with that?
$3,000 on Canelo wins you $500. You got to spend $3,000 to make $500.
Wow, I don't like that ratio.
But that's what I'm saying. A few minutes ago, you and the world thought Canelo wins easy. So why not spend that 3 to make that 5? Easiest 5 you've ever made. You know he's winning.
Damn, that's so. You mean to tell me that anybody that's looking to bet on Canelo got to bet 3,000 to get 500?
And every 3 is 500, man. So you know you bet 9,000, you make 1,500.
Yeah, that doesn't really help too much for the guy that doesn't have a biggest wallet like that. You know, I guess putting a little money.
But does
on
it change anything for you? Does it? Because like. If I ask you this question, you'd be like, oh yeah, I would have bet the house. I would have took a mortgage out. Like, if you could get in the DeLorean and bet on all the Floyd fights, what would you do?
Bet on the freaking Floyd fights?
Mm-hmm.
Put the money on the Floyd fights.
How much would you put?
Oh, if I go back in the DeLorean knowing now, I'd put the house on it, you know? I'd put the house on it. But I get what you're trying to say. Can you do the same for Canelo?
And I think that we can. It's just that in the moment, like, because again, I lived through the Floyd era. I never bet on Floyd. I always picked him to win. I never bet on Floyd. I just always am fearful of that one punch. I'm always fearful of that referee. I'm always fearful of that judge. You know, that headbutt before the 4th round. So many outcomes are out there other than just win and lose that when you bet, it becomes just a whole nother ball game. Like there's a lot of people that saying, "Oh yeah, Canelo by decision or Canelo wins all day," but tell them to put some real money on it and watch how they start. All the possibilities, the probabilities start becoming reality to them. Like, well, wait a minute, you know, shit, man, we thought Plan A had no power and he put down Ustajigi twice. I mean, I don't know, I can't put 3,000. My mortgage, you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's totally different.
So you're saying that Canelo still hasn't reached
my
that.
God, look at this guy. I normally don't do this, but whoa, I would love for people to know that you know nothing of boxing. My man George Zagovalov or whatever, you know, Zagovalov.
I got you. George Zagovalov. Zagovalov. Let's just stop playing.
Zagovalov. You sound like Kovalev's little brother. George Zagovalov. He says, Nestor, stop playing games, bro. Uga's way better than Keller. Resume speaks for itself. You in love with Keller Plant. We see it. All right, let's see. Ugas does have a decent resume, and now everybody's gonna call it that because he got this last win. So this last win, no. That's how it works. This last win makes everything else look good, which I get. You know, this one makes his Omar Figueroa undefeated win look better. This one even makes the tight fight with Porter look better. Now some people are like, oh, well, maybe he really didn't get the nod where he deserved it because he beat Pacquiao now.
All right, so you going to put the 3,000 on Plant?
Who?
You.
I never put 3,000 on Mayweather. I'm going to put it on Plant. Oh, you tripping right now. That's what I'm saying, that when you talk about putting money on fighters, everything changes. But if you do,
it puts you in a close position.
But let me tell you, 3,000 on Plant is worth it. 3,000 on Plant, and that's like a quarter of the year for some people. 12 G's. 12 G's, man. Wow. I said 12 G's. And that's what I'm saying. Uga's just upset and we ain't make none of that bread. Are we really going to sit here and like let this opportunity slide past us?
You know what it is, Ness? I'm over here in my head and I keep thinking that this is destiny. Canelo's destiny to get this belt. And maybe I'm living in a fantasy world. I'm not considering it enough, right? That he could lose. But like I just feel like this is Canelo's destiny, man. He's destined for this unification and not just destiny alone, but you know, also backed up by his skill and everything else that we said. What's
George
up, Chan?
Foster said George Foster said 3,000 on Plant. Yo, y'all tripping. Y'all gonna be mad when he win like Ugas. I'm telling you, man. What happens when he wins, though? See, we overlooking it, and this is exactly what I'm saying. I'm trying to save you from me. Last week, I was that same guy. I was the one saying, ooh, guys, you know what I'm saying? It's Pacquiao, no way. But yes way, it happened. Yes way, hey, way, it happened. So I'm just saying, man, it could happen. It could happen. It could happen, fellas. It could really, really happen. Buster Douglas was an upset. Andy Ruiz was an upset. You know, it can happen. It can happen to the best of them.
With the top level dudes, it can happen.
It's just Floyd never got upset. But so that's why people like, but you know what I'm saying? Canelo lost already. And Canelo had trouble with Lara. And Canelo had trouble with Trout. And Canelo had trouble with Mayweather. I'm just saying.
I guess where you're going with this is that, you know, Caleb Plant is a boxer, and he could end up with some trouble if he's not able to close that distance. The big question is going to be, can he close that distance? I
just think that, look, I mean, you the coach, man. You don't think that Caleb fights better on his back foot than Lara? Lara, in my opinion, I mean, it's simple math for me. Lara is more defensive when he's on the back foot than Caleb. It's just Caleb is more fluid. He's a better counterpuncher in my opinion. Like Lara, you know, he don't look good going backwards.
Yeah, when Canelo was had him on his back foot, he looked a little flustered. He looked like he wasn't in control. You know what I'm saying? He
wasn't frustrated.
Yeah, he looked flustered at times.
No, I mean flustered and frustrated at the same time.
There you go, knock him out. 2 birds, 1 stone, champ. Frustrated, man, and he doesn't have the distance and range that Caleb is gonna have. I think that's what I'm worried about most. Because
and he's not a naturally bigger man, though. Like people like, oh, you know, okay, we got to remember, Lara Canelo happened at 154, bruh. So you had a slick dude doing that at that weight. Now Caleb has been fighting at this weight all his life. Caleb ain't start at 140. Caleb ain't just move up. Caleb is the one that since the amateurs has been sucking down to make this weight. He's going to rehydrate. You know what? This is 168 fight. You talking 12 pounds, puts you at what, 180?
Wow.
12,
really?
Only 12 puts you at 180. Just rehydrating 12 is at 180. Average is like 15 to 18 pounds on a fighter. So, you know, he's well above 180 in his fight. He's used to this weight. He's been sparring. He's been like Canelo is sparring Ronald Ellis. You understand? Like that dude is still a junior middleweight. Like maybe he just moved up because he couldn't make weight last I remember. Like Caleb, you know, like you gotta imagine you've been in a gym. Caleb ain't only sparring 68s. He's sparring 75. He's sparring cruiserweights. I know for a fact he's sparring Abba Ali that John Pascal beat. You understand? So I don't know why people like, oh, you know, like this ain't Callum Smith that was in the UK and is declarated. No, I'm just saying he's in the UK.
I was getting ready to segue into that. I'm like, but what about that guy?
No, but he's declarated and he did what he did, but he ain't built like Caleb. He ain't getting that sparring like Caleb. He getting the best sparring he could get in the UK, and everybody knows the best sparring is in the US of A. I know that's a weird argument because they're like, well, AJ spars over there and he's winning, but he also brings in Americans. A lot of them. Mexican Americans.
That's right.
The Mexican American that signed a heavyweight that signed Lou that now dropped the cruiserweight. He brought him in. He brought Timothy Moulton in. He brought Brian Jennings in. You understand? It's a difference. It's a total difference sparring American fighters. Or being in Las Vegas for that period, for that matter. Caleb's in Las Vegas. And yeah, the point of today's show is to point out all the good things that Caleb has to offer so that we don't overlook like we did with Ugas. And I'm not saying pick him to win. I'm saying, yo, you could drop a little something on Caleb. Like 100 gets you 4. You know, you make the 3 plus your 1 back. You could drop something on Caleb. Just saying.
You could drop something on Caleb, and I guess this breakdown will probably make people feel more comfortable about it. There's still a lot of people to feel out there that's just, Canelo's just going to knock him out. The bicep punching. I just see so many similarities in body composition with my man from the UK.
Callum Smith?
Yeah, I see so
tripping,
many.
Man. Callum Smith, listen, it's
not in
obvious.
boxing skills on that.
Exactly. Just physical. They two white dudes. That's it. That's it.
No, lanky, tall.
That's it. No, not even tall. Hell no. Caleb, I've met Caleb.
He's 6'1".
He's not as tall as Callum. Go look at Callum's height.
Yeah, Callum's probably like 6'4".
Nah, he's not. The only similarities in them two is they skin color. That's it. Caleb don't even dress like Callum. He don't move like Callum. He don't talk like Callum. They built different.
Yeah, he's 6'3".
And I know people ain't gonna like it. They gonna think I'm biased, and I get it. It's also I'm supposed to be. I'm American. I'm biased for my guy like you biased for yours. It is what it is. But yeah, my money is on Plant over Callum. Crazy.
Plant's got to be incredibly busy in this fight. Like, he's going to have to be so busy.
I mean, no, you don't. Ugas just showed us that. Everybody thought, I thought Pacquiao, his high output, the activity, he's the favorite. Man, Ugas won the fight with a jab. Nobody even gave him a bad, well, there was one bad scorecard, right? But for the most part, he won with a jab. He had me so bored. People act like it wasn't boring. Our shit was boring to me. Give me more than just a fucking jab. But look, what if Caleb could do that with just a jab?
Yeah.
They say a jab takes you around the world, coach.
Take him around the world in the boat, but then he hit the Canelo iceberg and it sunk. No, just kidding.
And that could be true. But I'm feeling like Caleb. Don't be surprised if it's easier or harder than what you thought. I'm going to say it like that. Caleb saying easier because he's saying he going to win. I'm saying...
Please tell me what that is. That's the title of the show. What do you mean, don't be surprised? That's what he said?
That's Caleb's quote. Don't be surprised if it's easier than you think. He's telling you, like, I'm about to spank this dude. Y'all ain't going to believe it. But I'm saying, even if he don't spank him, we going to be surprised at how tough it was. We going to be surprised at how tough it was. Listen, I watched Canelo's entire career, man. The only thing remotely close to Caleb Plant without the same amount of power is Laura. And Laura don't move like Laura's still lacking soul. He ain't got rhythm.
I get what you're saying.
You understand?
I get what you're saying.
Caleb is ice skating in that fucking ring, man.
Yes, he is.
Come on, man.
Look.
Now, I hear it. They like, everybody's all on this. Oh, but Truax, and I get it. But how many fighters could we go down their resume where they had that one fight where they didn't look good, but then they rose to the occasion? It's just that simple. Like, you ain't gonna look good every time out. You probably can't get up. That's a phrase we hear in boxing. He couldn't get up for Caleb Truax. Caleb Truax didn't do it for him, so he couldn't get up. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't a big enough name. He was expecting Benavidez unification. He couldn't get up, and I'm using air quotes. Couldn't get up for Caleb.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
He like, yo, how I'm gonna get up for a dude with my name? Every time I punch on him, I'm remembering I'm punching my own name. Like, you know what I'm saying? He want to do that. He got morals. He got a heart. But now he gonna punch on Cinnamon.
Listen,
for all that bullshit contract disputes. Oh, you want a rematch, but I can't get one. Jab. You know what I'm saying?
You're about to get hit with the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, champ. Breakfast of Champions. He gonna be too much for him.
I love it though. They really underestimating Plant, man. And they right. Plant is my boy. He was at the appreciation night. What? Was 5 years ago now.
That's right.
He is my
bro.
boy.
I remember when we first met. Caleb,
Jordan Hardy was there before they was married. Yeah, that is my boy. And I want what's best for him. And what would be best is that he win. But I still just don't want y'all to overlook him. Like, God damn. I mean, you're like, are we really gonna say that Ugas is better than Plant? Like, physically, everybody like to use the eye test for Crawford. Like, you telling me if God gave you the ability to manage both fighters, you picking Ugas?
Why you got to put it like that?
Exactly.
What you mean?
Exactly.
What you mean?
And guess what? Guess what? Louis DeCubas manages both fighters.
There you go. Let's go, champ.
You know what I'm saying? But
It's different
I'm
styles,
picking
Nick. They
Keller.
both present different styles.
No, listen, man. Floyd opens the garage and says, pick a car. Which one you picking? Caleb or Ugas, man. It's that simple. Caleb or Ugas, who's your car? I want Caleb. I'm driving in that drop top.
So comparatively on paper, who's had the better fights, Ugas or Caleb?
I mean, maybe Ugas because he started his career sooner. That's nothing. Who turned pro first? Ugas? It's nothing.
Oogie's an Olympian.
It's nothing. It took Ugas a long time to get with Planet. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
different
his
routes.
trajectory.
Different routes. But look, we right here. You just had your super fight. Guess what I'm doing? Preparing for my super fight. You see how that works? You've been at it a whole lot longer than me. You've been at it a whole lot longer. I'm here already. How many fights do Ugas got? How many fights do Plant got? That's your mathematics right there. Who get into the big fight first? Who already at the prime? Come on.
That's circumstantial, though.
Nah, ain't circumstantial. Ugas was on the outside.
Ugas got there
Ugas
first.
was on the
Ugas
outside of the
first.
gymnasium like this, like, yo, let me in.
Nah,
Yo,
Ugas
Al,
got
open
there
the side
first 'cause he fought
door.
Manny.
Bro, he ain't get there first, bro. That was a
He ain't
technicality.
get there to the payday.
Technicality, do me. Caleb was in negotiations. Caleb was playing hardball. Ugas got gifted and elevated. He was like, yo, here's your elevation. Oh shit, now he's out. You win. You want it? Like, it was never, he got 10, 11 days. That's not Caleb.
He got blessed by the
And that's what we
universe.
got to think about. So Ugas could do it to a living legend. He could do it to a living legend in 10 or 11 days. But y'all literally saying Caleb, who's been knowing about this fight for a whole year, he got no shot. That's how much of a, like,
Oh, look
y'all
at
not
this
even
guy.
thinking about, like, realistically. Y'all saying, yo, no, he's that bad. That even though he knew about this for a year, even though him and Justin Gamba could be training, even though him and Coach Larry Ray could have been got started on pre-camp, he's that bad that Canelo still beats him. Like, he ain't even used the word win. He said if it's easier than you think. So obviously he's insinuating he's going to win. But I mean, damn, could we at least debate that it could be harder than what people think? Because y'all just okay. And that's what I like. That's what I like. Because you see, I wasn't confident about Ugas. And that doesn't mean that I'm right about Plant. But I'm using that weird bro science to say that I am. Like, yo, I wasn't confident about that dude who can't box nearly as good as this dude. Let's just be real. That dude can't box the way this dude could box, man. Again, those memes that you see out there, you going into a street fight, man. Who you want? You want Ugas or you want Plant on your side? And I'm picking Plant. I already seen Plant fighting in the projects versus some big dude. I know Plant got hard. I know Plant got hard. I already seen him banging. The same way everybody seen Earl going hard to the body, Plant was going hard to the face and body with a dude 3 times this. I'm picking Plant. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I know that don't mean nothing.
You got undercover videos.
No, that's out there. That's out there. The whole world seen. The whole world. I mean, anybody who searched have seen Caleb Plant having a street fight in the projects, beating the shit out of somebody. If you search that, that's old news. That's old.
Old news.
Old.
Look, man, you're putting out a lot of light to things that we normally don't think about, right? When we're looking at these super matchups, when you got a guy that's a polarizing figure and it's always favored to win. But I can say that Caleb Plant's been knowing about this fight for a little bit, so we have to take that into consideration that he's been planning solely for Canelo for more than a year, and God knows that he's been planning for Canelo probably longer than that because. I know that the coach, was it Coach Gambit?
Justin Gambler,
right? Mm-hmm. Justin Gambler is a smart guy. We had him on here, and he was filling us in on how he does things, and not giving us no game plans. And this is a while ago when we had him here, and I just liked his boxing mind. So I know that they've been planning for Canelo longer than a year. They've always had him in their sights. So all that stuff combined with the discipline that Caleb shows, I mean, I never hear anything about Caleb doing some bullshit.
And remember this, it's on Caleb's terms. People don't want to believe that, but it's on Caleb's terms. People, forget A-side, B-side. It's his terms, though. It's his terms in the sense that he said yes this time. They've offered him this fight 3 times already. He's agreed. You understand? He's ready. There was 2 other times before this, because this could be considered the 4th time, because he also signed. Then he came out and said, oh, look, this dude wants this dude wants that, and negotiations fell apart. Now, boom, they went back to the table, and it's official for November 6th. So technically, you can say Caleb's been in negotiations with Canelo 4 times. But the world knows that he's been offered this fight at least 2 or 3 times that he's, allegedly said no to. But now he said yes. Now he's ready. These last 2 negotiations, he's been ready. So, I mean, there's something to say about that. They said no before. It's like Anthony Yarde, same situation. WBO, yo, you want your mandatory? Nah, not right now. You want your mandatory? Nah, not right now. You want your mandatory? Who's the champion? Sergey Kovalev? Oh, that dude? Yeah.
Nope.
Give it to me now. Now I'm ready. You understand? And everything is timing. And we don't know what's their mindset. You understand? We getting caught up in Canelo the A side, Canelo the superstar, and the fact that this is what he wants, but we acting like a dude that started at super middleweight. That's not what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Canelo wants to be the first Mexican to be undisputed. Okay. What about this guy that actually started fighting at 168? You don't think his goal is to be undisputed? You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about this. I brought it up yesterday, man, and nobody really bit. Yo, you think Caleb is doing it purposely? Let me just put the thumbnail. You think he's wearing the flannels and the truck hats purposely? I think it's on purpose. I think it's a marketing tactic to be in touch with that all-American, the farmer,
I think he's
the
always
tractor
had
driver, the truck driver.
Yeah. Well, see, you're looking into it deep.
Yeah.
I've always seen him. Look, Caleb Plant's.
He got the beard and everything. I mean, don't he look like a dude that's about to jump on a tractor or jump inside the big rig?
He's in dog mode right now.
Nah.
He's in dog mode. And as far as his sense of fashion, I've always thought Caleb Plant has a great sense of fashion. Guy's always looking good, dipped up, got the kicks, got the shirt. He's in shape, so he look good in everything he wears. I don't know. He just represents to me. I don't think he's doing it on purpose. He just represents that All-American,
That's what I'm saying.
The
flannel shirt, bro. Flannel shirts. Plaid flannel shirts and a trucker's hat. Come on, bro. That's got to be like, ain't that John Deere? Like, isn't that like the image of John Deere? That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Up in Nebraska somewhere, you know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, my man is definitely pandering is the right word. He's definitely pandering. Definitely pandering.
Or catering to that.
In my opinion, I'm just saying, I seen him at the Logan Paul fight. My man had a red and black flannel. Now he's on this one. He's got like a purple and black. It's like my man is on the trucker flannels heavy. Trucker hat, trucker flannel. I'm just like you. I'm going to get, after my hard work at the gym, I'm jumping on the tractor too. You understand?
I'm jumping on the John Deere.
I'm telling you, man. Yo, marketing is insane. I'm telling you. I could see it. Because look, I know Plant. Plant used to wear like no socks and shoes with the Boy George hat. Remember them days? Like glasses and like he went from suits and shit to all of a sudden John Deere and jeans and trucker hats. I'm about to go to his Instagram to see how long he been doing the trucker hats and shit. I'm telling you, it's been. I noticed that shift.
You bringing that up, another thought that came to mind was when Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, I think, were fighting for the second time, and we saw Tyson Fury wearing this big old jacket and baggy wear, trying to hide his actual physique. And I don't know
Plant can't hide nothing, man. Plant is I'm telling you. Plant is lean, man. Plant is.
Yeah, he's always been real.
He's
lean.
Always right.
I don't think he ever had trouble making weight. He's always been a hard worker.
He stays in the gym. That's the thing. This is a different fight. This isn't Callum, complaining about inactivity, fighting like Hassan Ndam, you know what I mean? This is different. And I get it. They're like, come on, Ness, yo, who the fuck is Mike Lee, yo? You know what I'm saying? Caleb Truax? All right. We'll see. We'll see, man. But I think
make fights. Remember, guys, you got a pressure fighter that's going to be fighting a guy who's a pure boxer. That's what he's known for. So styles make fights. I'm not saying Canelo has an easy knockout here. I'm not saying that. Not by far. You know, this is not going to be.
He ain't knocking out Plant. He ain't knocking out Plant. Y'all tripping. What's the knockout?
I honestly worry about the arms, man. I really do, man.
Man, get out of here. Now Canelo's this wrecking machine.
No,
he's a wrecking machine. Get out of here.
No, he ain't. This guy is a wrecking machine.
Whatever.
And he's hungry.
Whatever. Is he hungry, though? Is he hungry? And that's what I'm saying. Let's not forget that, man. Silk Sheets, man. Let's not forget Silk Sheets. You out here playing diva. No, I want it my way. No. Yo.
Yeah, you want to say.
I ain't going that route. I remember I used to use that route for Floyd, and God never humbled Floyd. That shit never happened. Floyd talked exactly. Floyd talked all this shit. Everybody always thought that was gonna be it one day. Like he's gonna get humbled. You know,
he's gonna get knocked out.
That never happened. My man got to talk his shit. He got to talk his shit to the end of time, bruh.
He was a misunderstood. I guess he played the role until you know, till the very end, man. But he's a great guy, man. Floyd's not so bad.
He was perfect at it, man. He played the role, as like you said. He knew he had to get in the character, and that's what I mean about this flannel and trucker shit. I mean, I just went through his Instagram. I can't even see a picture with flannel and a trucker hat.
He got no pictures.
No pictures. You see him in dunks and fitted caps around here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just a little shopping spree he went through, copped a couple of flannels, and that's what he's rocking with right now. But I mean, it goes along with the beard and everything. You feel me? Dog mode. You feel me? You ain't shaving no beard
dog
off.
mode, man. Hey, get out of here. That beard is nice and straight edged razor. That ain't no dog mode beard, man.
I mean, you ain't gotta look all sloppy to be in dog mode.
Bruh, my man got that. It's like edged out. Nah, yo, Caleb is never dingy.
Listen, the guy takes good care of his appearance, man. It's just one of those guys.
Bruh, listen, he's a package. That's why he was
better
last.
be ready.
That's why he was last. That's why he got the most, because he's a package. You know what I mean?
And that's what I want to talk about more. Have we seen anything special in any training videos? I'm gonna have to look to see what's going on with this kid.
What you mean special? Define.
I don't know. Have we seen anything of him looking extra special on the bag? You know, are we seeing his physique? Have we seen him yet? No, right? I haven't seen no videos.
Why he called Ugas JP?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he said good work last night, JP. What the fuck could he be calling Ugas? What could JP stand? Oh, Jordan Plant. Yo, I thought cause look. He got a picture of her interviewing Ugas, and I'm thinking he's shouting out Ugas like good work last night, you got the win. And he's shouting out his wife because she interviewing the new champ. Yo, that's hilarious.
Look, brother, I don't know what the heck this Joshua's cryptic message is.
Oh, did you see that? We never get to that. That was. I don't know what it is either. I mean, I wonder if that's got anything to do with like the Kaepernick stuff.
Mm-hmm. I remember him.
Let me pull it up.
That's exactly what it is, bro. He said also in his last one of his last interviews a few weeks ago that, you know, he gave mad respect to the football players, and I mean soccer, in the UK that had done this, you know, that taken the knee. So they asked him if he would do it, and he said absolutely.
So he's standing with somebody.
I'm looking at, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? That's right. That's a biblical text. You know?
Yeah? Is it really?
That's a biblical text, champ.
Yo, the internet, they don't even care, bro. Look, you see the tweet. This is verified Twitter. Look at the first tweet underneath. They coming for him. I'm going slow. Build the anticipation.
Damn. You want me to read it? Yeah, these guys are nuts.
Go ahead, read it.
All right, you want me to say the guy's name though?
Nah.
One of the tweets, it's at the top 4 hours ago, says trying to pass off others' quotes as your own wisdom.
Oh, you got a different first tweet. My first tweet says taking a knee, but don't mind taking that Saudi coin, who still practice slavery in some parts, then they got a gif of Tyson Fury saying, Dosa, 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 Dosa.
I don't even see that.
That's crazy. Well, watch the screen. I put it. But yeah, I mean, so you're saying it's not cryptic. You're saying this is exactly what it is. It's a political tweet.
Oh, I mean, the verse itself is from the Bible, and and it speaks on the things that we can gain in this world, and obviously sometimes in life we chase things, and we get all these things, and sometimes we give up. We end up losing pieces of ourselves along the way. Sometimes we give up pieces of ourselves that we shouldn't have, and next thing you know, you're standing on top of the world, feeling alone and empty, and you don't realize why. So. It's something that touches deep inside. It's something that you got to read and really ponder on. And, sometimes the powers that be, you can call it, or the forces at work might not want you to do certain things. And because of the position you play, whether it be in sport, entertainment, or politically, you tend to bend on things that you wouldn't normally bend if you didn't have that over your head, that you could lose this or lose that. So, I think this tweet right here is him taking a stand for what he believes, regardless of what any outside force or influence might think. So good for you, AJ.
So what's going on? Is this like the Callan whatever Patrick
it
thing,
or
is something happening in the UK that he's like taking a stand on?
Yeah, I think this is for rights, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I could just quickly pull it up, but last time I remember was an interview. I forgot what the guy's name was, man. Jesus, but he was interviewing him, and there was a question that was asked at the end because some of the football players had done the same. They had, believe, taken a bow or a knee. And, he was just giving them mad props on them doing that and standing up for what they believe in. So I think it came from that. But give me one segundo.
We're also, I would say, about 32 days out from his fight. They fight September 25th. And he's going to be taking Alexander Usyk on. And, that's another one. It's like, we had that discussion in the pre-pro. Someone made the suggestion like, Doomy, what if I told you if you give me $2,700, I can give you back $10,000 if you bet on AJ to beat Alexander Usyk? Would
say
you
what?
Exactly. Would you do it?
Hey, what?
Callums is saying that on Bovada, he could make a certain bet and bet. He was originally going to bet 9,000. I didn't know my man bet. I mean, fuck, he flew out twice to Atlanta to see us, so I guess he can. But he was about to bet 9,000 on AJ. And obviously, Robbie Hearn talked him out of it, who's supposed to be AJ's number one fan. So now he says, all right, well, I could bet 2,700 and make 10,000. But everybody was still like, yo, man, I don't know. It's a 75% chance AJ get the win. And it's like, yo, why every time money is involved, all of a sudden the dude's probability to win gets lower? You know what I mean? So I don't get it. Like, if it ain't no money on the wood, AJ smashes Alexander Usyk to bits. As soon as you got to put 3,000 on it, it's like, yo, he got a 25% chance to win. You know what I mean?
27 gets you 10. That's a great turnaround.
Exactly.
It's a huge win. And I'm going to go back to this kneeling thing because I think it was the better part of December and last year. There was an interview too there where he was asked if he would take a knee before the Kubrat Pulev fight. And I don't think he took a knee on that fight, and it had something to do with the same thing with the belief, rights, and such. So I think that I guess he's taking a higher stance now coming into this fight, because in this fight he's saying he will take the knee, and in that Kubrat Pulev fight he confirmed that he wasn't going to take a knee. I mean, if anybody else knows different, let me know. But it's crazy. It's crazy now that he's taking this stance for this fight, and he's deciding to go ahead and take that knee. So interesting. I know a lot of people are killing AJ right now in the chat. What's going on, guys? You know, saying that he's fake. They keep up bringing Saudi Arabia too. I mean, look, guys, there's so much stuff that goes on when you're at that level. You're getting pulled from all sides.
See, I don't know. See, check the chat. I think Rob is getting defensive, and it's not about an individual. It's all of us. I'm generalizing. When money comes into is factored into the decision making, it changes the way that we think. Is all I'm saying. You know, he's responding. FYI, the 9,000 is his to win or to lose, not my responsibility. So he's trying to wipe his hands, and what he doesn't get is that regardless, though, right? The man came to you, a known AJ fan and supporter, for advice. He said, Rob, can you find a way to convince me not to bet 9,000? No, I think he said, can you find a way to convince me that Usyk would beat AJ? I want to bet 9,000. He's like, oh, wait a minute. And he set him up, too, because he asked him first, like, yo, who wins? And he's like, AJ. So he's like, cool, can you find a... So, and I'm paraphrasing, so I'm probably fucking it all up, but the moral of the story, you know, he said, who wins? He said, AJ. Then he said, all right, I want to bet 9,000. What do you think? And he's like, whoa, don't ask me. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying, that we all do that. Like, yeah, Floyd's going to win. As soon as they say, well, put money on, I was like, well, I mean, you know, I don't want to bet right now. I ain't a better. You know what I'm saying? It's against my religion. Like, we come up with every excuse when it's time to put that cold hard cash on it. I'm just saying that it seems to me that when you put money on the wood, it changes the way you think about the outcome of the fight.
No, absolutely. See, the thing is, when you're putting your dollar on it, you got to think now. You got to really think.
No, and it just makes all those probabilities creep up into your mind. Like, well, damn, what if there's a headbutt before the fourth? Oh, but what if he gets hit again? He did get hurt before. You know, you start overthinking.
Let's get to some of these super chats early in the morning for everybody tuning in right now. You the champs. We're going to get to the first one right now with my man's Kapuni. Says, bet the house on Plantness? ? Yeah,
I ain't saying bet the house on Plant, man. I'm just simply saying we ain't expect Ugas to do it. So why can't we start pondering on whether or not Plant could get the upset win too? You know what I mean? Like, yo, again, 3,000 makes you $12,000.
You got Ivan G. Early morning says, thank you, Ugas. I won a straight bet.
See?
Well, that's what's up,
and that's exactly what we're talking about. An underdog he made money on, straight bet. And that's all I'm saying. Like, bro, you don't got to bet 3,000. That's for the people that got 3,000 to throw away. You could bet 10 and still make 40 on Plant. Just saying.
Justin Gonzalez says Canelo put Plant in the dirt. Manny versus Tank. Rolly. Okay.
Canelo, I mean, I guess he meant puts Plant in the dirt because it ain't done yet. But you know, we'll see. And this is what I'll tell you. Are you willing to put 3,000 on Canelo that he puts him in the dirt? Or does all of a sudden it change and you're like, well, I just know he's going to win. I don't know if he'll put him in the dirt.
Yeah, I don't know if people can actually, who really thinks that Canelo's going to knock him out? That's always a tough game. And he's the guys that are more competitive, he doesn't knock them out early. If anything, it happens in the championship rounds, or if not in the ninth. It's not like he's knocking these guys out right in the beginning. James Benitez, champ, says, did you see Caleb a plus 500 already? Oh yeah.
Not on my site. On my site, money line, he's freaking plus 400 only.
400?
400. That's why 3,000 times 4, 300 times 4 is 12.
1,200.
You know, 3 times 4 is 12. So if you put 3,000, you make 12,000.
Nice. Mayimbe on the super chat says, how does El Rey, crown emoji, do with Ustaki? Ness, Plant has been eating at McDonald's while Nello has been at at Peter
Yeah.
Luger's.
Yeah, that's fine.
You are what you eat.
You are what you eat. You are what you eat. But this is the one thing that we have to remember, that every fighter goes through the same diet on the way up. Until they're invited to the big steak dinner. Now we about to see who really gonna eat. That's all. Listen, you can't eat.
So my man can't have a cheeseburger?
You can't ever eat sushi till you go to the restaurant. That's it. You can never get sushi till you're allowed to order it. When you get the opportunity to order, then you can have sushi. When you get the opportunity to order filet mignon, you're gonna order that filet mignon. And this is what's going on. You're right. He been eating McDonald's. And on that McDonald's diet, he been looking real good. Imagine when the dog get in there with a steak dinner. Ooh-wee.
Got the good stuff in him.
Listen, he built different too. We know that. We don't forget his story. You know what I'm saying? He got a promise to fulfill. Remember that took Wilder around the world. That's how Wilder got his first world title. Y'all slipping. Y'all just forget boxing. I know more about boxing on one hand than you do. And that's the thing. I don't forget. He got a promise to fulfill. Some things are bigger than you and I. And look, and this is my job, to give you storyline and have you believe, you know what I mean? But that don't mean you can't put $10 and make 40. Actually 50. I hear plus 400. You gonna make 50. You know, $10.
Incredible.
Some of you use $10 on smokes, man, cigarettes and shit like that. So
I think, and this one's a lot different than Ugas and Manny in so many ways.
I mean, the biggest thing is Ugas don't look like he could fight. Caleb at least mechanically does everything right. Like, if I'm building a fighter on fight night, I want him to throw his punches like Caleb, not like fucking Ugas. Who's throwing the punches technically better, Ugas or Caleb? Who looks better doing it, Ugas or Caleb? Like, we just sitting here lying, but I'm glad Ugas won because it gives us that comparison. It's like, yo, why y'all counting this dude out?
Billy Joe Saunders is more similar to Plant than Caleb.
And?
Yeah.
But Billy Joe, listen, Billy Joe showed who he was many, many years ago. And again, I know more about boxing. You guys forget it. Billy Joe showed us, 6-7 years ago, that he was a little bit of a pussy? I mean, how you going to be in a press conference to build up your own fight and you going to turn to your opponent and say, oh, Golovkin beats you and me on the same night? Like, I thought you was trying to get me to watch this fight between you and him. You're telling me that y'all both going to lose to Golovkin and neither one of y'all should fight. Okay, I got you. Then second thing, you pull out of the Andrade fight for using nasal spray. So you mentally needed an edge. You needed to know that you were doing something that it can give you an advantage over this American who people consider difficult. Then when he moved up to 68, Andrade asked to fight at 68. You refused. And then when you finally get the big fight, because he was in negotiations with Gennady. He signed to fight Gennady in Kazakhstan many, many times, but we see now it was always just the retirement check. So he finally got it with Canelo and he rode off into the sunset. My man literally retired already. Like,
hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
He ain't built like Caleb. He ain't fighting dudes 3 times his size in the projects. He's not Caleb. And I know I'm the PBC fanboy, cool. But those are little things I look at. Those are character assessments. That's what I look at. I look at Billy Joe.
Fighting man.
I look at Billy Joe and who's out here driving in their car, taking advantage of crackheads. Is it Caleb or is it Billy? Who's out here playing games as a grown ass man? Who's out here playing straight up weird games too? Is it Caleb or is it Billy? So really, who taking it seriously is all you can ask. You know, if one dude got time to be a comedian, do he got time to be a boxer? Just saying. I mean, I think they totally different. It's just they just totally different.
Yo, some people ready to put money on Caleb now, champ.
Nah, I see my man Salvador mad. He like, you acting like we don't see dead bodies in Mexico every day. Listen, I ain't saying Canelo ain't built tough, but I'm saying he been on the top too long. He been on the top too long. When you on the top, it's hard to look back.
Yeah, but
you only see what's in front of you, and he's seeing his goal, what he want to achieve. Oh, me and Canelo team, we gonna be the first Mexican undisputed. Again, Caleb got his own promise to fulfill. He made a promise to his daughter. I mean, I'm just saying, all that comes into play. Everything comes into play. Everybody got something to fight for and live for. That's all I'm saying. We got some more super chats coming in.
Absolutely. Next in line, you got my man Kapuni, who says, Doom, ? Canelo by decapitation, ?
Why he
what
keep
body
asking
part?
us?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know about decapitation, man. I don't know. Again, I think Caleb is tougher than Callum, tougher than Billy. You know, that's just what I think. That's just what I think.
You've seen him. You know how strong he is.
He gonna have to make me a believer and quit on his stool or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see that happening.
You know what everybody says?
Bruh, did he like what? I don't even want to put stuff out there, but I know something happened with Caleb. Like he's the real deal. Something happened in the Benavidez gym with Caleb.
Oh yeah, we heard about that.
Like he's not like this ain't a game for him. Like I'm not saying he out here and he gonna shoot you in the street, but what I'm saying is he's really that dude. Like he really lives that life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's gonna jeopardize his good fortune, but he's really that dude. That's all I'm saying. You know, when you got a dude in someone else's gym ready to throw down, all in your face, on your territory, not backing down. When you got a dude fighting in the projects with somebody 2-3 times, it's different. And look, that same dude, a tough guy always could lose. I'm not saying you don't got to be scared to lose. You ain't got to be scared to get your ass kicked. I get all that. But these are elements that I think we overlooking on Caleb. Like, why are we just overlooking these little bits of his character? Like, we just lumping him in with every other dude, his skin complex. Oh, no, he's going to fold. Well, what body part do me? What body part is Canelo? Like, because they fucked up Callum's arm, we all of a sudden saying Caleb's arm's going to get broke too. Like, y'all tripping.
Yeah. Now, you know, when I said
boking my man in with just anybody. He's not just anybody. He's different. Billy Joe. I mean, I ain't even gonna tell y'all what Billy Joe was out here doing on Twitter, man. Follow Billy Joe and see what he do, man. My man play all type of games on his Twitter. Like, how y'all gonna compare him to Caleb?
Nah, totally different. From a bunch of points. You know, the thing is with Caleb Plant, we gotta take into consideration these elements that you're speaking of. We really do, right? Because, you know, what drives us is very important, you know, and Caleb is a very highly driven person. And the reason that I said that, you know, and the reason Kapuni, you know, real funny like said it, that what body part, but it's because Canelo can punch you in any place and hurt you, right? He's shown us this. And Caleb is a thin guy, you know. He's a thin guy, and he's really long on his arms, right?
Who's thinner? Who's thinner,
Caleb
fucking
Smith.
Conlon or Plant? Come on, man, thin guy. Y'all tripping, man.
I mean, maybe I got to stand next to the guy. I don't know, but going back to his arm,
Bro,
all right, he got some long ass arms, and when you got some long ass arms, I'm sorry, but like fighting, you know, and I know many coaches out there could agree with me. You know, there's little things that we don't speak about, right? You know, we speak about regular stuff, right? Jab, right hand, hooks, and all that. But this game could get real brutal. You know, coaches can start telling you, you gotta concentrate on this. You're gonna go this way, but you're gonna hit that right eye until it swells up. This game is strategic too. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about, I'm gonna hit you in the liver shot and in the face. No, I could tell my guy to beat on you.
Man, look at the way
beat on you.
Look at the way Caleb moving.
Arms are and everything else is. If I see a weakness, I'm gonna tell my fighter.
Just watch the screen while you talk, all right? I'm not trying to interrupt. I just want you to make sure that I'm playing something I want you to see.
Okay, champ. It's up.
All right. That's all. Canelo, last dude this slick Canelo fought was probably Mayweather, man.
Wow. That's high. It's a high praise.
You'll see.
All right, he's moving under that tier back pretty good.
You'll see. Look at him and look at him on his toes when I go to the next clip, man. Yo.
The bump, okay.
Yo, and y'all forgetting Gennady, heavy-footed ass, was able to slip some of Canelo's punches, man. Come on, man. The biggest thing is people pick winners based on power.
Yo, he got wide. He has a wide back though.
Hell yeah, you called him thin. That's why I pulled up his Instagram. My man got the V-shaped body. He a little He-Man body, man.
Yeah, okay.
And he a worker. We never not seen Caleb working, man. We never seen Caleb drinking, man. We never seen no headlines of Caleb with no bad news. Nothing.
Discipline fighter.
Look at this. Yo, this is not Billy Joe. This is not Callum Smith. Y'all tripping hardcore, man. Let me give you some sound effects, man.
Working the big bag.
We just working.
Big shot, baby.
That's that left hook that's gonna surprise Canelo. Plan. Yeah. This is a better fight than we think, man. I'm telling y'all. People, like I said, they lumping them in. Here go to shadow boxing, man. This is where you see a fighter's craft at, man. You know, you got to shadow box the way you want to fight.
So I mean,
Nice
I'm seeing some bad work.
Nice
he's
stance,
doing his touch, hit,
up.
touch. He's touching, throws a little left hook in there after the touching. Okay, speed bad work. That's for the shoulders, champ. Let's go.
That's what's gonna win him the fight. See how he was on his toes on his last clip? Show me the fighter that could do that other than Billy. But Billy didn't even believe in himself, man. I thought Billy was gonna be able to use his feet too. But Billy was like, man, I can't punch. I'm scared.
Yo, so put some Canelo footage out. Let me do a comparison here.
No, listen, Canelo's that dude. We know how good Canelo looks. We know that. But the question is, you gotta imagine Canelo in with this guy, not with those other dudes.
I mean, look, movement wise, he's light. He knows how to use the ring. I gotta give Caleb his props, man. And that's one thing that's gonna worry me about Canelo being able to close that distance. He's great at it, but now we're talking about a great fighter that can keep you at the end of his jab. Yeah. So Canelo
gonna have to sell out. Canelo gonna have to sell out. He gonna have to reach. He gonna have to lunge because Caleb gonna be on his toes, man, popping the jab, man. Y'all think it's a game? It's gonna be a totally different fight. You think it's gonna be what Canelo been used to? Some fucking standstill target. That's not Caleb Plant. It's not Caleb Plant.
You gotta go to Canelo team.
Caleb Plant been training for forever and a day. He been sparring in that Mayweather gym. That's not where he trains at, but he been sparring there. He been influenced. I mean, come on, man. He spars Tabiti, like Abu Ali. He sparring cruiserweights. Power, I'm not worried about power.
I mean, he's going to have to worry about that. He's going to have to worry about it because Canelo definitely has power. This is Canelo's tiered back work right now. He's working power shots, overhand and left to
Let's
the
see how
that
sound. See, but that's what these days he's focused on that. He's focused on power. He gonna get jabbed in the face on his way in with these big shots.
Yo, you played Street Fighter before, right?
He gonna have to set this all up. He can't. This is what I'm saying. This ain't Callum Smith who's gonna lean on the ropes, scared of you with a high guard. Like, oh shit, it's Canelo. Go ahead, Canelo, hit me. No, Plant gonna be on his toes. Like, oh, I'm in the corner. Let me pivot the fuck up out of here. It's a totally different fighter. That's what I'm saying. Think about the Laura fight. Was Laura on the ropes? No.
Nope.
But Laura don't move as good as Plant. He just don't, y'all.
And they don't got the range.
Hell, he ain't got the fucking natural power. He's not a natural 168 pounder. He's a natural 54 pounder anyway. It's a different fight, y'all. But it's all right. It's all right. Don't listen.
One of those Canelo shots lands, man. It's gonna be like Street Fighter, bro. His bar.
You don't even know that. You don't even know if one of those Canelo shots landed. He'd be like, "Oh shit, this ain't no different than Lonnie Thompson from the Mayweather gym. Oh, this ain't no different than fucking Andrew the Beast Tabiti. Like y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know that.
Ask Callum Smith if it was the same thing.
Callum ain't never sparred nobody on that level. That's what I'm trying to say. How the fuck you gonna know what it feel like if you've been sparring who exactly? Just name someone that they've been having Callum Smith spar. Who?
Spar, I can't even tell you, but as far as fighting.
And Rob, please help us. You from the UK. Like, who's these names he's sparring?
Yeah, bro, even looking at Callum's resume, I can't tell you.
Bro, listen. Only the top dogs, which is AJ, flying in dudes. You know, even Chisora flew in Brian Jennings. You know what I'm saying? But not everybody, man. These other dudes out here using that domestic help, man. Shit ain't gonna help. That shit ain't gonna help. That shit ain't gonna help, man. Listen, who the fuck is Billy Joe sparring in Sheffield? Somebody tell me. I'm not being sarcastic. Who did he spar to get ready for Canelo out there? Let me go through his old Instagram and see if he took his shit down.
I couldn't even tell you, bro.
Come on, man.
It's memorable.
Like, stop, man. Who the fuck he brought in? Yo, they always, even Daniel Dubois, I'm gonna bring in Jermaine Franklin or some shit like that. Somebody was supposed to, was it Dillian White? I was gonna bring in Jermaine Franklin. Somebody was supposed to bring in Franklin. The point is they never do. They never bring in, who I was supposed to look up? Oh, Billy. Billy should have.
Billy sparring.
He should have took off his Instagram.
Truax, maybe. Got some Truax sparring.
I don't know. Let me see. Look at this. Who the fuck is this right here? Oh, this is Martin Murray when he fought Martin Murray. He ain't got no pictures of him and Canelo fight. He totally deleted the Canelo life. It's nothing there from the Canelo life. He deleted that shit. Crazy. No, nah, I mean, he ain't even got like nothing, man. There's nothing here, man.
Caleb's had some pretty good sparring, no?
Let me see if the word Billy and sparring partners pops up any good search articles or something.
I think maybe. Well, I know Caleb's gotten some good work. I mean, he is in the States. I know that. Coach probably moves him around pretty good. Wasn't he getting sparring from Benavidez at one point?
Caleb sparred everybody, man. That's the difference, man. Here we go. Moreover, let's see what this says. Grant Dennis? That's what I'm telling you. Man. Saunders even gets his hands on ultra-competitive sparring partners in the form of Grant Dennis. Oh, my God. I'm going to have to send you this name. Man, get this shit out of here, bro. I mean, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I don't even, we don't know who Grant Dennis is, and the other dude we can't even pronounce. So, like, who really is he? You know what I mean? But
I got some old sparring from my man Caleb.
Mm-hmm. Who is it, though?
He's sparring Ahmed Elibiali.
Exactly, the cruiserweight that only lost to John Pascal.
Yeah, and the dude.
But you see the difference. But you see the difference. A 68-pounder sparring a 200+ pounder. Because if you fight at cruiserweight, you ain't.
Bro, you need to play this. If you
spar at cruiserweight, no, Caleb beats him up. I've been seeing that. It's on his Instagram. If you spar on a cruiserweight, the cruiserweight don't weigh 200 pounds. Everyone knows the cruiserweight weighs more than 200 pounds if he ain't got to fight. If it ain't weighing. If it ain't weighing, you know what I'm saying? So, it's very simple, the different people. But look, Billy Joe's chief sparring partner here in a video from 2021 is on IFL. Oh, and it's the same dude I can't pronounce. Kayamung. I sent it to you in the pre-pro, man. Pronounce that dude's name. That's his chief for Canelo. and the dude
Ayaroka.
Yeah, Ayaroka says he explains why Billy was gonna beat Canelo. My man should never get a fight for saying that shit.
And he's a fighter, Callum Terms.
He was the chief sparring partner.
Yeah, champ. I think he was being hopeful. Being very hopeful. This guy, Ahmed, he's really not holding back. This is not even like it's like I'm gonna work with you. He's really trying to hit Caleb with some hard shots. So this is a kind of a good, even though it's a year old or almost, it's a great way to get a gauge on how he handles pressure. Obviously, you can only get better. This guy, wow, man, this guy's really, really pounding on Caleb, and Caleb's working off the ropes, off the shoulder roll.
That's a stablemate, man. That's a stablemate. Send it to me, but it's a stablemate. It's nothing I ain't never seen, man.
Shit, the first time I see this, and it gives me an insight, though.
Because you don't be on Instagram, man. Y'all be playing, man. I see everything, and whatever I don't see, people send me.
This is YouTube.
No, I hear you, but I'm telling you, I'm going back to Caleb's Instagram so I can show it to you there. I know it's there because I've seen it there.
This is a great insight right here, bro.
The thing with Caleb, he be having shit in the vault, and when you talk shit, because I remember Abba Ali talking shit to him, and he posted that, showing him that he that he clipped him with mad left hooks. So I don't know if he already took it down. Oh, here we go.
But there's different sparring matches though. In this one, he's wearing a white shirt, and this
that's
other
fine.
one,
and that's fine. Look, and this what he gonna do to Canelo. This exactly what I'm not saying he winning, but this the type of shit gonna happen to Canelo right here. Right here. Check this out.
Check the pre-pro.
Look, just like that. He gonna be chasing. Oh, I'm about to get you. Oh, I'm about to get. No, you're not. Pop. Shut up. Fuck out of here.
He said, "Pop, pop, pop,
pop." Shut up. No, you're not. That's exactly what's gonna happen, bro. It's a different type of fighter. People that can fight on their back foot is different. It's different. That's different. This is a cruiserweight. He fight on his back foot with no problem. And yeah, this cruiserweight ain't Canelo. I get y'all, all y'all little simple-minded simps. I get it.
Yeah, this is another one. This is another one.
Of course, it's another one. That's his stablemate. I keep telling you. I've been seeing him spar Abu Ali. You don't listen to me when I talk. I said that shit on the show 3 times that he spars cruiserweights. His name was Ahmed Abu Ali.
Wow, and this Ahmed guy is really always really putting pressure. Like that's very good sparring. You know, guy's not going.
Oh, look at this guy. You think
I don't know who the guy is.
No, he's sparring. What's Billy's sparring partner name? What was that?
Kalmin Agyarko.
Yo, Agyak. My man, he sound like he from where Odinsville and shit. Ragnarok.
He's from Ragnar's town. All right, so I sent you another one in the pre-pro so you could see him. I guess
let me
not getting off and getting more pressure from Ahmed, but it's still good work because I got to see Caleb working off the ropes. You know, and I don't think that. I mean, I know Canelo's strong, but I don't think he'll be able to like put weight on him like Ahmed is in the sparring match. So I won't expect that. But the power, I guess, is there. You know, you got a 200-pound guy punching you, and like Ness said, they usually weigh more in camp as they're trying to come down to 200.
Yeah.
If you're able to sustain that type of onslaught and you're used to it, that just gives you.
If you sparring a cruiserweight, you ain't sparring no 200-pound cruiserweight.
That gives me more confidence for Caleb.
Does it?
Because there's little things you got to take into consideration, man. The guy's punching hard. Canelo punches hard. Got to give him that credit for him already knowing how that feels. Broski, they packed up on us. We got to get to these super chats. My man MEZBX says, salute TBB. Plant since Uzkatigi is Mike Lee. Finger butt. Let me see what you're showing me.
Eso. All that shit for Instagram. It's all IG shit. This for IG. Caleb gonna hook him right in the face doing all this dumb shit. Come and put this pressure. Try to put this pressure on Caleb on the ropes. He gonna slip, come up under with a fucking hook on you. This is what I'm saying. Bruh, it's different. It's different. It's different. You know, you talking about like Mayweather, Sweet Pea. You know what I'm saying? That level of slickness, man. And remember, you know, sometimes you got to get there to rise to the occasion. That is a phrase in boxing. He rose to the occasion. Or another phrase that could be used, he fights to the level of his competition. So he will be fighting up now. Just know that, man. You can only rise to the level when you're given the opportunity. This is his opportunity. And we're going to see. We're going to see. I mean, I just don't get like, yo, y'all see eye test with all these other fighters. You telling me we can't see eye test in Keller. We don't see the technicality. We don't see the slickness, the smooth, the confidence. Just the relaxation in the body. Like that's the biggest thing is to be calm. What did Colbert? Colbert said that too. He said, I don't be running, man. It's about being calm in the ring and you never go tired. So I don't know.
It is true. It's that adrenaline dump, man.
Exactly.
Let me finish reading this Easy BX.
Hold on, let me get to that. I want to screen share. You know that June, listen, never.
Never ever. Stay clever.
He said M-Easy. Easy?
Easy. BX. Yeah. E-A-Z-Y.
E-A-Z-Y. I don't see it.
We got them stacked up right now, champion.
Go for it. What it say?
Well, he said, salute TBV. Plant since who's got the gi is Mike Lee, Fingerbutts, and an old Caleb Truax.
Yeah.
Truax put hands on
all
Plant.
Stay busy
Easy
fights.
win for Canelo.
All stay busy fights because just like Billy Joe, Al ultimately wanted to do everything that took place, everything that we reported on, every single thing we reported on, which is try to court Canelo, try to get him to come over to PBC, you know. So it had to go that way. You had to keep Plant in a safe place. What does that mean? You give him fights that you know he can win. It's no different than what was done for Billy Joe Saunders. It's no different than what was done for Callum. Callum's toughest fight was George Groves that was considered past his prime in everyone's eyes, but it was the man in the division at the time. But other than George Groves, Callum felt no resistance. And for Billy Joe, what? His toughest fight was who? David Lemieux?
David Lemieux, I was about to say.
What was it? Martin? Was it Martin Murray? Or give him credit, he fought Chris Eubank very early in his career, and he fought James DeGale, I think, very early in his career.
Fought Groves? No, that wasn't.
Oh Groves. Yeah, it was Groves maybe. Billy Joe and somebody fought very early at 13 and 11 and no, unless I'm confusing that story. But the point is, he wasn't met with any resistance. Listen, we're learning more and more that every fighter is an investment, you know? Right. So when a fighter gets to a certain level, he will be sold off. And you want to recoup whatever you spent to get him there and make profit, or you're working backwards. So you're not looking to get your fighter beat up.
It wasn't George Groves. You said Martin Murray, right?
No, he definitely fought Martin Murray, definitely fought David Lemieux. But early in his career, at like 11 and 13 and 0, who would he fight?
Well, in his ninth fight, he fought Tommy Toland.
Definitely not his ninth. 11th or 13th, I said, right?
Yeah, even so, you got Bradley Price, Tony Hill.
Oh, so it's not him.
Tommy Toland, Jared Fletcher. I don't even know these guys.
Jared Fletcher, he fought Daniel Jacobs on ESPN.
Yeah, he KO'd him in the second round.
And your boy who you sparred fought him. I believe Glenn Tapia. Yeah.
Glenn Tapia? Well, all right. Well, definitely wasn't no big name on there. Well, like I said, I don't know Jared too much, but hey, whatever. Man.
Robert has a point. Canelo sparring Frank Sanchez. I did forget about that.
Big boy, heavyweight champ. Come on, champion. Let me move on to
but
the
that's
next
not
one,
the but that does, he sparred him probably getting ready for like a Kovalev or something. Like, you don't need that type of sparring for Caleb. And I want Canelo to use Frank Sanchez so we could get an upset then, because that's what's going to happen. If you use Frank Sanchez to get you ready for Caleb Plant.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know if that was like
go ahead
specific,
and use him. You know what I'm saying?
I think he uses them regardless. I think that there's different facets that you can.
There would be no need to use. There's no need to use Sanchez in a 12-week camp for Keller Plant. And I'm giving you an extra 4. You don't need Sanchez.
I could find a reason.
Okay, help me, coach. You're the coach.
Drilling, and from a drilling aspect, Sanchez is a lot longer in reach.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're working on him closing in the distance, I could see them working on something like that. When you're putting guys together from different weight divisions.
Explain that some more, bro. What do you mean working on the distance?
Okay, so if I got you right, you're tall and you're lengthy with your range.
Mm-hmm.
Who else can I use from Border Wars? Tank. I got Tank in there with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, it's controlled sparring. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you guys could go, not even 80% or 100%. It's just there's not that much you can do, But I can get something out of you. I could say, okay, Ness has the longer range. Tank, you're gonna work on trying to close the distance. Ness, I just want you to keep popping that jab. Whatever you do, don't let them get through, And you could work these drills in the ring, and it could benefit your fighter. But if you're going to go in there and just throw your guy in there with a heavyweight, and you're not even fighting a heavyweight, and that's the only sparring you're using, yeah, you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Again, I'm just saying specific to this fight, I don't see that Frank Sanchez helps with the Caleb fight. You're saying distance. I'm pretty sure a heavyweight has more of a wingspan than a super middleweight. So I don't know how that would help. Even dumbing your power down, you're still a heavyweight. So Canelo is gonna be a little more hesitant because of what's coming back. I wouldn't confuse my fighter, but look, I'm not a coach. But I'll tell you this, as a Keller Plant fan, keep sparring Frank Sanchez. I like it. I like it from a bad standpoint. In my opinion, I don't think it's good. No. Listen, I learned a long time ago that one sparring partner is never the only thing. You got to get 3-4 guys to make up one guy, and that's what Ahmed Abali is. Ahmed Abali is to represent the power of Canelo. He's not representing the style of Canelo. He's not. He's representing the pressure of the Mexican and the power of Canelo. That's all he is. I'm sure there's someone else in there for Canelo's movement, that lateral movement. I'm sure there's someone else in there for that. I'm sure they're using, the broomstick with the glove for the lateral movement. You understand?
Shit works.
It's little different things. You need more than one fighter for every fighter. I remember, for Stavern, they used Alonzo Butler. And I'm like, why? And, I learned, he's the weight of him, You need to learn, you need to feel that weight on you. You need to go through camp having that weight on you in the ropes, tussling with you in the ring. So, yeah, he gets 4-6 rounds with a dude the weight of Stavern, and then 4-6 rounds with a dude that can box as good as Stavern, that is as agile as Stavern. Because maybe the dude that's agile, like maybe you're sparring Junior Fa, but he's not as big as Stavern. So you got to do some rounds with Fa to make up for Stavern's technical skill, some rounds with Butler to make up for his weight and power. So, camp is made up of so many intricacies and so many different sparring partners. Some teams, they bring in 4 and then 3 weeks later they bring in another 4. So,
it's war, man.
It's important.
It's a game plan.
All I know is I ain't never met a champion that sparred anybody by the name of whatever you just said.
Karomini,
I never, and no disrespect.
And no disrespect to you,
no disrespect to him, but we never heard of him.
Never heard of him. But what I did hear, Ness, was that Zeno Gray is on the super chat, and he says Plant might fuck around and wash Canelo. 50-50 fight. Yeah, and look, now
I'm
that
just
we got
saying,
this,
styles make fights. Everybody talk about styles make fights, so let's talk about the style. When the last time Canelo been in there with this style? I'll wait.
Slick,
you ain't gonna want to give. No, they don't want to give the true answer because it's almost blasphemy for them. But they know what the fucking answer is. They know what the answer is. And that's the last time he been in there with someone like Plant.
Mayweather?
My name is Floyd. My name is Floyd. My name is Money Mayweather.
Who else style resembles Plant's?
You can have Bill Gates money and you can buy this talent.
It ain't Laura. And last I checked, ain't Laura a southpaw?
He is a southpaw.
It ain't Laura. It ain't Laura, brother. It ain't Trout. You know, it's Gennady? Oh, okay. I ain't know Plant was a flat-footed puncher. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna want to say it because it sound like blasphemy, but it's like Biggie said, man. Make my name take like ass when you speak it. That be our little secret. Cause y'all mad. Cause the truth's starting to set in. Like, wait a minute. This kid might be in a real fucking fight. That's like y'all didn't never realize this was a real fight. But he don't fight nothing like no fucking Laura. He ain't fighting nothing. Look at what Laura got done to by Angulo, and look at what Canelo did to Angulo. I'm just saying. He don't fight nothing like no Laura.
You want to play rough? Okay.
Texas Bulldog Boxing says at 147, Uga's resume is now better than Bud's. Triple laugh emoji.
Yeah, I mean,
is that even true?
I mean, pretty much. He said at 147. Anytime you preference it at 147, you're prepared to take a shot because you know that Bud hasn't had the fights at 47, so you're just taking shots. You know, but so is Bud, though. So is Bud. Bud, you know, I get why people take Bud don't play. He be watching every fight, and he got something to say about every fight, so. Oh, really? My man said Laura is better. Please shut the fuck up. Okay. I didn't know that he
Shout out
liked the
to my
style
Cubanitos
of Laura.
out there.
I ain't know. So okay. We like the Greg Vendetti fight. That was a dope fight. Mm-hmm. All right.
Greg Vendetti.
Laura's better. He better rematch Carlos Molina. You know, you ain't been watching boxing long enough to remember that. Tell him rematch Carlos Molina.
He's probably talking about old school Lara, you know?
What old school Laura? The one that struggled with Angulo? The one that was losing to Angulo and got dropped a few times? Which one? Like, which Laura? The one that got a draw with Vanez Martirosyan? The Demetrius Andre body? See, this is the thing. I know more about boxing than they know about their own girls. They forget. I didn't forget because Gennady bodied Vanez. We was live. Demetrius bodied Vanez. But Laura got a draw. I'm sorry. What happened with Carlos Molina? They want to forget him because he has some legal issues, but we all watch Carlos Molina get robbed on Friday Night Fights. We know what it is. Why are we lying? What is he talking about? Which Laura? What, the one that beat up on Ishe Smith? Oh, the world beater, Devin Rodriguez.
TKO'd Angulo. He might have had some trouble with him.
Bro, he TKO'd Angulo. Bro, let me tell you what happened. He was getting his ass kicked, bro. That was one straight left that swole. See, this is the thing. Y'all forget boxing. He was getting his ass kicked. Go watch that fight. Watch that fight. He was on his back foot. It was big trouble in little fucking China. And then he caught him with a counterpunch, straight left. Pop! And it broke his orbital bone. He never been the same. He broke his orbital bone. That's it. It's because of that. My man turned right around like, hold up. That shit didn't feel right. He turned right. As soon as he got hit, boop, he was like, hold up. And he quit. You know what I'm saying? Angulo. But Laura was down, I believe, twice at least.
He was down in the 11th round. Oh, no, not 11th round. Excuse me. That was Trout.
Laura was down at least twice, and that fight went to what round? 10th round? Come on, man.
Yeah, Lara was down in rounds 4 and 9.
Now look at the resume. If you go to Angulo, I bet you he fought Canelo first. Right? Didn't he fight Canelo first? Let me double check.
Angulo was down twice in that fight.
Let me check. Who'd he fight first? Come on, Saul. Oh shit, he fought Saul after he got the win over Laura.
Nah, but you got to. Yeah,
he fought Laura, then he fought Laura.
Lara's resume is better, champ. Come
on. Better than who? Than Keller?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's been in with way more names.
He's been in there way more than
his career's been going for like 20 decades, man. What the fuck?
Yeah.
People want to. I'm comparing a style. They want to compare resume. That's okay.
I see what they do. They trying to beat you on paper, champ.
No, and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay because I actually watched Laura fight. They didn't. They just going off paper. I watched them fight. I know there's a difference between his style and Caleb's style, but that's okay. You know, you lead a horse to water, baby.
Yo, Lotto's been fighting maybe like 6 years more than Caleb. But it's different now, man. It's Caleb's time.
And how many amateur fights Laura got, man? He's fucking Cuban, bro. Come on.
Jesus. He must have hundreds of fights. And I know that.
And he had in-house sparring for like 5 years. He was sparring the Charlo brothers when they both was with Ronnie. Because Ronnie trained all three of them at once. But again, I know more boxing. They forget every day, everything. They forget.
Well, let me tell you what Issa Akuni has to say this morning. He says, "Nothing does more for your KO reputation than smashing some Europeans / UK dudes. Gonna be an interesting fight, though."
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Caleb ain't no European UK fight dudes. That's just different. It's just different. Caleb is capable of Andre Ward type of moves. You know, remember when Ward parry and counter with the same right?
Parry to the punch.
Caleb is totally capable of that. Totally capable of those style of moves. And you're going to see it. You're going to see You're going to see. Remember when we seen Charlo show us his defensive skills in the Derevyanchenko fight? He was catching shit on both sides.
And then countering that uppercut right up the middle.
This is what you're going to see. Listen, even Canelo said it. He said, yo, my fight with Laura was tough because I'm getting in with the best. When I'm in a tough fight, when it's a tight fight, it's because I'm fighting the best. These other guys ain't fighting the best. We're going to see now. You know what I'm saying? When you in there with elite opposition, can you do what it is you're supposed to do? Canelo's proved he can do it. It's Caleb's opportunity again to rise to the occasion. But you could only do that when given the opportunity.
LV Slugger.
KD, yo, you're such a hater. I love it. But hey, look, I'm entertaining you, right? He said he's trying to lie and say that I'm saying Plant is Mayweather and Ward combined.
Damn, he did a super save.
But y'all hating. Y'all gonna see. I can't wait. Well, how many more days we got? Oh, damn, it's November. Sheesh. That's a long time.
It's November 6th, champy. We got another good month and a week. LV Slugger says trucker hats is a trend right now. Future keep one on. Shit, Future keeps one on. Yeah, we got to go get these snapbacks, champ. Ken Stone says AJ is a negative 275 on Bovada. Your boy's math is off, Ness. Your man's in the math is off, champ.
Yeah. But I said his bet, we don't know what his bet got. All I'm saying is they asked, wait, he said that's the wrong super chat. It's this one. He asked, to get talked out of it. And if you believe in AJ, you can't talk. Like, again, if you're not asking me, if you're not telling me, yo, Ness, I'm putting money on it, I'm telling you, yo, AJ all day. As soon as you say I'm putting money on it, I got to answer things differently is all I'm saying.
Don't ask me that question.
It changes for everybody,
Brandon Lenz says, Ness, what does a Usyk, Wilder, and Plant parlay get you?
Oof.
Damn, did we even do that? Can we even do that?
We can't. Plant ain't got no parlays yet. You can't parlay Plant yet. And Wilder's also that fight. Those fights are far out, man.
Far out.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if
I got the Tyson Fury fight right now. I got it in there.
See if you can do it. See if you can do it. Put all
Let's
three.
See. So my man wants us to put together a parlay for Usyk, Wilder, and Plant.
Yeah.
Usyk, Wilder, and Plant. Okay.
I'm gonna go.
My man Plant's still not here though.
Where I got Plant here, so I'm going Plant. He said Usyk, Wilder, and Plant.
How they don't got Caleb?
I got it. Usyk, Wilder, and Plant. He want all three underdogs. You wildin'. You about to get hella bread if you hit this, bruv. How much you betting, man? What you betting on this? God damn, yo, that's huge money. This
is what, money line? This is money line?
All money lines, bro. But that's huge plus money. Like, literally $100 probably is going to make you $5,000, right? Let me see.
Dude, I put $100 down for, money line, Deontay Wilder and Usyk, because I don't got Plant.
Yeah.
And I bet 100, and I get back 340 on Deontay.
And for his parlay, the win he wants with Caleb Plant, Deontay, and Alexander Usyk, $100 gets you $1,400 plus your 100 back. So don't forget to use code BETTBV when you make that bet, because you can make it right here. See, wherever Doomy's at, he can't even make it. You can make the Usyk, Plant, and Deontay right now on mybookie.ag and get plus 5,506 on the odds.
Yeah, I'm about to download my bookie, bro.
You just got to go to mybookie.ag. That's it.
Okay, mybookie.ag. I'm coming your way,
Use code BETTBV. If you want the direct link, hit me up and I'll give it to you. That's a pretty dope bet. That's 3 upsets though. You tripping hard. First of all, I don't see, and this is what I'm saying. I don't believe Usyk can upset AJ, but I didn't believe that Andy could either. You know what I'm saying? Damn, what the hell is this?
That's an underdog and a half. Usyk winning this one.
So he did it over there too. Somebody just did it on bet. Some betting site on tennis. This is Bo and Bama. The same parlay. See, he liked that parlay. He about to bet that. Let me see. Damn, he could make $6,337 for 100.
Huh?
Yeah, he got better odds. But yo, you talking about Usyk beating AJ, Wilder beating Fury, and Plant beating Canelo. Bro, that's like lightning 3 times. Doosh, doosh, doosh.
All in your head.
Bruh. And then back to back. You talking about Usyk is the September 25th, Wilder's October, and then November. You talking about 3 straight upsets, 3 straight months. They need to give you bigger odds.
Shit, those some crazy odds right there.
Let's
check out the poll. Let's check out the poll.
They literally asking for fucking lightning to strike 3 times. Come on, man.
Let's check out the poll. It's been an
and
hour.
The highest. Listen, what's the highest probability there? That's gonna be my next poll. Who's more likely to get upset? I'm ending this poll right now. They got, if Ugas can do it, can Plant also get an upset? And 67% of the poll says no. And that was 531 votes. Y'all some haters. But y'all the same one said Ugas couldn't do it and then called in Sunday talking about, yo, I bet on Ugas. I bet money on Ugas. I bet money on Ugas. Liars. Freaking liars.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Please. Please, get the fuck out of here, man. It's my night.
Likely to lose. Canelo,
man.
Anthony, Joshua, or is it Tyson Fury?
Tyson.
I'm gonna
like I've described him many times. He's a big old dosser.
Who is more likely to lose in their next? Let me cap that up. Next fight.
Don't ask me that question.
Who is more likely to lose in their next fight? Canelo, Anthony Joshua, or Tyson Fury?
Let's go to the next one. LV Slugger, he says, I'm putting 50 on Plant and 50 on draw. Undisputed. Hashtag undisputed. Yeah, you go 50-50. 50 on Plant and 50 on Wilder. And look, it's not like it's like, oh, they could never win. But like we all know who the favorites are, right? Space Predator. That's a pretty cool name, Space Predator. He says, look at that Truax fight and tell me he got it. Clown emoji.
Oh, my God. You want me to tell you how many people didn't look good in the fight before they did the best fight of their life? Let's just start with Fury. He came off a tune-up going into the Wilder fight. clown. You clown. Whoa, let's just start with Jerry Forrest. How great did he look in his last fight before beating Mike Coffey? Biggest fucking win of his career. Clown. Oh, let's go back to Ugas. Because he looked fantastic in his last fight, coming off the biggest win of his career in Pacquiao this Saturday. Clown. You see what I'm saying? You don't know shit about boxing. Who said that? He lucky as a super child would have fucking muted you, yo.
That was Space Predator.
Yeah, you are a fucking predator.
Ken Stone says Bivol has better footwork.
And that's just some, bro. If we keep thinking, I bet you we come with way more dudes that got big wins off of looking shitty right before.
Yeah, I mean, look, fight by fight, dudes. Look, my man Teofimo Lopez looked shitty when he fought Nakatani. And he went on to do good things. You know, sometimes you got a rough. You can't have a good day at the office every day, right? Every now and then you might have an off day. But Ken Stone is saying Bivol has better footwork and ability than your boy Plant, champ. I have no idea. I mean, look, I gotta give Ken Stone a little bit of credit because I know Bivol has some movement, but it's not better than Plant.
Bivol is Eastern European.
He's bouncy.
Show me the last Eastern European with some soul.
Yeah, they usually come down and to the Americas.
You show me an Eastern European, I'll show you a high guard.
Yeah, Bivol's a little bouncier on his feet, and Ken, even though I can agree that Bivol has good footwork and movement, it's not the same from Caleb's style. It's just a little different. It's mainly built on that.
Bivol's levels above Plant. So this is what I'm saying. Plant gets laughed at. Look at the logic in these retarded boxing fans. Plant gets laughed at. Oh, look, he ain't look too great versus Caleb Truax, a former champ who beat a gold medalist to become a champ. See, it's easy for a fickle boxing fan to forget someone's great achievements because they never achieved shit in their life. They won't ever step in the ring and fight. So they won't know what it is to be the gold medalist. So when Caleb Truax did that, it was nothing to them. It's nothing that he became a champ. It's nothing that he be the gold medalist because all they want to do is diminish. That's all. But whatever.
Call him diminish. And look, like I said, I'm not gonna say Bivol don't got good footwork. It ain't nothing like Caleb's, man.
Listen, the point of that is they laugh at Truax, who beat a gold medalist and became a world champ, but don't laugh at Bivol, who went 10 rounds with Lenny Castillo, who's never been the world champ. You see?
Yeah, they forgot about that.
We pick and choose. We pick and choose what we want to laugh at, what we want to talk about.
Yeah, because that would have been, a lot of people were a little judgmental on that one on Bivol, but like you said, it's fickle, man, fickle. Boxing experts, shout out to you, champ.
Where you been at?
Yeah, ¿dónde has estado, güey? Comiendo tortas, huh? For someone who complains about the eye test, quote unquote, you sure do give him credit for dudes, quote unquote, in the streets. Ahí no mames, güey. Vas a probar chile tapatío.
Yeah, listen. I'm just saying, why can we use the eye test when it comes to other fighters, but when it comes to, Caleb Plant, we can't use the eye test? Yeah, damn, yo, look at the poll. Everybody thinks Fury is more likely to lose, more than AJ and more than Canelo. But obviously Canelo is the least likely, AJ second, and then Fury number 1 to lose. That's crazy.
Damn. See, this is how strong the people believe
in the people.
Canelo. You know what I'm saying? It's Canelito.
They definitely believe in Canelito right now. But that's what's going to turn shit around. That's what's going to make everything different. We got any other super chats before I open up these lines?
Yeah, we got, as of right now, 3 more. Next one was Suede Puma. He says, you talking sparring, brother. Who got the better resume? Billy Joe Saunders or Caleb? Talking about hood fights. Plant was getting tagged by Truax and Oztakidi.
Yeah, a former champ. A former champ to be the gold medalist to become champ and defied the odds because no one ever thought Truax would become a champ, especially after getting knocked out by Daniel Jacobs. But again, you fickle. You don't remember. You don't give credit like I do. I give Pedraza credit for being a 2-time champ. I give Austin Trout credit for beating Miguel Cotto and getting in the ring with both Charlos and everybody else that he has. This is the difference. I don't know about y'all. And how y'all assess boxing.
Hadouken!
It's different. We ain't on the same level.
Hit you with the Hadouken right in the pecho. You got my man James Benitez coming around for a second time. Says people will bet the house on Boots or Virgil, but without approving Caleb. Be for real, folks. Y'all better bet on Plant. I mean, it's true. I mean, people are really.
That's what I'm saying. So the
eye
eye test works for Boots. His biggest name is Lipinets, who started at what, 135?
I mean, Virgil too. Even though Virgil has
Boots is the second coming of Jesus Christ because he beat Lipinets. But Caleb is nobody. Okay, I love the way this shit works.
Yeah, nah, y'all can't say.
Shout out to St. Pete Boxing Club. Got my new St. Pete Boxing Club shirt on. Shout out to St. Pete, man.
Shit.
The home of Keith One-Time Thurman, man.
What does it say right there? It says new
gen, baby. New generation, man. We the new gen of the St. Pete, man. We coming out.
Let's go.
Stupendous.
Let's go.
Jesse Wyatt says the same people that didn't give Ugas a chance are the same who acting like Plant don't have a chance.
Exactly.
Plant gonna be Canelo, best fight since Jacob.
At least I'm learning my lesson, right? I counted Ugas out. I'm literally now looking for reasons why Sweet Hands Plant could pull the sweet upset. We can't. I mean, you know, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me even more.
Again.
I'm not letting it go down twice. You know what I'm saying? Like it's true. I mean, if Ugas could do it, and he did it over a legend, 8 division, you know, all this stuff like awkward style, southpaw. None of that is Canelo. Canelo's flat-footed. Canelo's heavier on his feet than Pacquiao. Pacquiao's in and out, speed. Oh my God, you can't see the punches coming. That's not Canelo.
Everybody wants to hit me, but guess what? Nobody can.
Nobody can't except Caleb Plant.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Hey, November 6th, baby. November 6th, you're going to be in a tough fight.
Bo on the super chat says, I only believe Wilder and Caleb will win. I moved to Nashville in 2014 and from Tuscaloosa. I may bet my house, car, and girl. Woo!
On who?
Wow emoji.
On Wilder?
Emoji. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
I only believe Wilder and Caleb, so he's.
So he's going Caleb, though. That's good. He's going Caleb. At least he believe in Caleb. Got a shot, man. Got a shot.
Guys, if we can agree that you know he doesn't get hit with no major shots, then you can give Canelo a run for his money. Look, Jose Landa, I don't know if you guys want to call it the blueprint or what, but he showed you what you need to do. Mayweather showed you what you need to do. Mm-hmm. Has Canelo evolved from the Mayweather days? Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. But
he also ain't been in there with somebody like that. Hmm? He also ain't been in there with somebody like that since the Mayweather days.
In a long while. So you guys got to take this fight seriously. You got to take Caleb Plant very seriously. You know, you can still say, yeah, Canelo's going to win. But as far as like Canelo washing him like he did Callum Smith, you know, and Callum Smith got washed the way he did because his bicep fell off. You know, it's like.
Bruh, but not because his bicep, it's because he's Eastern European with a high guard. When Canelo mentally put pressure on him and backed him into the ropes, he shelled up and became a punching bag. Oh. That is not Caleb. That is not Caleb. Even if he leans on them ropes, he's gonna pivot, man. We know this. Like, and if you don't know this, you'll learn. You'll learn.
Damn, $1 trillion dreams on the super chat.
That sounds
like
a dope name.
$1 trillion. Never heard the trillion. Got the billion and the million. He says Ugas should stay away from Ortiz. Why?
I mean, he don't have to even stay away. They're on different sides of the street. You know, he don't even ever got to worry about Ortiz. No time soon. No time soon.
So who's next up for Ugas then? Like literally.
You know, revisit the Fabian. Give him Robert Guerrero. Robert just won on the undercard. Why not? You just want him to stay busy till Earl gets healthy.
Because he has to get healthy too. No, his bicep was messed up.
You know, and his face. He got some headbutts, you know, that he gotta tend to, but you don't want him to lose. Your goal as a promoter should be to make the big fight with Ugas and Earl. So you gotta keep now Ugas winning, but in the people's mind. So you gotta I want him to give him that Miami fight, you know, set him up in Miami. Somewhere deep in Miami or deep South Florida, and you know, maybe him and Guerrero, him and Berto, him and Berto. I know they took Berto
Damn,
off.
We still talking about Berto.
Well, they took him off the rankings.
Pluck him off.
They took him off. They didn't like the conversation of him and Tank, so he's gone. But it's obvious that he was gonna make a rematch. There's a reason that he was there for as long as he was there. You know, it's just that we on everything. So, you know, we shook it. We shook things up. But again, you just want to. Okay, Michael Fox. Huh? Michael Fox. You know, if you're the super champion, you know, Michael Fox deserves it. He got robbed. But if you're the super champion, you should be able to beat Fox. He don't got a lot of power. You know, you could do that. But you see, that don't do it for Ugas. It's like, man, why am I giving Fox a shot? Like, it's better Robert Guerrero. You beating Robert Guerrero for his name. You know,
yeah.
I don't see nothing in the WBA sexier than Robert Guerrero unless they want to get creative and really give Ugas a shot. But you know, that would be unfortunate for Mario Serrano. That's both of his guys. But Barrios loses to Tank and gets gifted with a 147-pound 6th ranking in the WBA. I said Mario lost to Gervonta Tank Davis at 140, and then he was gifted a number 6 ranking in the WBA. But this is exactly why I report on everything, so that you know everything, so that you can talk about these people, and we shouldn't respect the WBA. I said Mario Barrios lost to Tank. He lost his belt. Remember that when Porter, because you forget boxing, I don't. When Porter lost to Kelbrook, he was the champion in the IBF at welterweight. Lost to Kelbrook and was dropped under the top 15. I'm telling you, Barrios lost as a regular champion, and instead of dropping, he was elevated to number 6 as a welterweight. Never fought in his life as a welterweight. You see how wretched and political these rankings are? Disgusting. He's never fought at welterweight, and he's coming off a loss, and look at where he's at, sitting pretty. That being said, give him the Ugas. He just lost the Tank. The world knows him because of that. The people that didn't buy it, because I know there's going to be a hater, oh, the world knows him. They sold 200,000. Shut the fuck up. What about all the goddamn Instagram clips that got millions and millions of views of Tank doing little dances and beating the shit out of Barrios? Put him in there with Ugas now. He's got the fame, and he's a Mexican. Take it to Miami. It's beautiful, you know? But, again, for my man Mario Serrano, these are both of his guys. For Louis DeCubas, these are both of his guys. I don't know if it makes sense to put both of your guys together. Again, this is a business for these people, you know? But in this WBA, which I'm screen sharing, I don't see anything better than that unless we're talking Keith One-Time Thurman, who's at 13. Conor Benn is there, but again, what American knows Conor Benn? I know Conor Benn. I don't know what American boxing fan even remembers Nigel Benn. You know? I know them. I like that fight, but that's not an easy fight for Ugas. He could possibly lose Conor Benn fight. You know? Conor's a pretty young, hungry, strong guy.
Conor Benn. Who's next? Boxing expert. You know, he got us this morning with the Espanol. I'm going to have to do the translation now, guys. He says, el único susto que nos vamos a llevar es cuando pensemos que Canelo demaye a Caleb. Y pensemos que está muerto estilo Pac-Man. Canelo, el más Chiludo. Más picante, you know what I'm saying? Well, my man Boxing Expert says the only surprise that we're going to have is when we think that Canelo demolishes Caleb and we think that he's gone with the wind, dead, Pac-Man style. Canelo is you could say Chiludo, he's the most he's the meanest around.
He's the baddest of the bad.
Yeah, he's the baddest man. Canelo is the baddest man. So that's the only surprise we're gonna have is that when Canelo hits him and he's on the floor, Pac-Man style, a la Marquez, and Canelo is the baddest man. I mean, look, boxing experts always shown his support for Canelo.
These calls are brought to you by Big Rigs Trucking Agency, experts for all your insurance and trucking needs. For quotes and consultations, visit us at brtagency.com or contact us at 908-943-6918.
All right. Phone lines are open. It's going down. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. The number's on the thumbnail. The number comes across the screen when we're talking
boxing.
You can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation right now on our poll, which we're asking our community, who is more likely to lose in their next fight? Is it Canelo Alvarez, who is at 9%, Anthony Joshua, who's at 34%, or Tyson Fury, who is at 54%? So the public, or at least the few that have voted, believe Tyson is more likely to lose his next fight. I also want to go to a poll that I put on my community page yesterday. So let's check that out and give you those results as the polls.
Results?
Yeah, because the polls on the live show are dependent on who's watching the actual live. The community page, obviously, more people can go there. So the question yesterday was, who do you want for Thurman next? Who do you want for Thurman next? So we're going to go ahead and screen share this, and we'll get to those responses. Doomy, if you want to get to the community page, just to get to this and follow along instead of waiting for it to pop up.
All right. Well, let me just say one super chat. It was very short. It was the last one that I had up so far. He said, Juan Diaz said, Nelo all day, levels to this, Ness.
I know.
The champs are telling you there's levels to this.
Yeah, I know. But Nelo didn't level up till he fought Trout. That was his first time showing us. Before that, he got chipped up by Jose Miguel Cotto. So you got to get the opportunity to level up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let Caleb show you. It's his time.
All right. You want me to start, I guess, at the...
Well, first I want to report we got 242 likes on it and we got 65 comments. So shout out to the community. Oh, shit. No, that's the wrong post. It's this one. That was the
106 comments.
106 comments, 85 likes. So let's get to that. And shout out to Twin in Orlando, who says, well, ideally a tuna would be best option at this point.
A toonie?
I guess that is fair, but I feel like, you know, based off my interviews, he don't want to tune up. He don't want to tune up. What is it, Doomy? You being attacked over there?
No, I just saw some like food.
It's so obvious, bro. They don't see you. Only I can see you.
Oh shit! Good. I must have looked like the cartoon wolf with the fork and a knife on his end. No, bro. Listen, I have for some reason I have a feeling that the most that people want to see him fight with is probably gonna be Tank now. Like that thing has just been it's been buzzing.
I mean, based off these comments, they just want to see him fight. They're like a tune-up, anybody, a light touch. This is the first name that I've seen. They finally said Earl versus Thurman. If he loses to someone else, please. So they say Pacquiao rematch, Porter, Crawford, Spence, Maybe Mikey. I like the Mikey, but Mikey's in talks with Eddie allegedly, man. They trying to get him a little September tune-up. He about to get paid handsomely for a tune-up. And that's a short notice. Like, how's he going to turn around? Is he even in shape?
Mikey, man, he should be. I mean, look, he's a I don't know how wild he gets on his off days, but I'm pretty sure that they got his physiology down to a science. They've been working with Mikey for a long time. Shout out to Robert Garcia, big bro, and Senior. They know their brother and his son, so they know how to work that weight pretty good.
I see a lot of Ugases, man. There's more Ugas than anything. We seen one Jerron. I see a Davis here. I see the Davis. Okay. They like the super fight. They go Ugas again. That's even intriguing. That they want. It looks like Ugas has got the most votes. Virgil Ortiz, Crawford, Virgil Ortiz, literally anyone. Boots,
so you're saying
Boots got
Ugas
another
got
rose. Yeah, but it's more Ugas. See, Ugas Thurman again.
Bro, somebody really doesn't want to see a Thurman Porter fight again.
Damn, Trav FDY, you stay hating on the welterweights. My man said retirement. You whack.
Retirement for who? Keith? Come on, Champy. You know you want to see Keith in there.
Look at this other dude said retire. Get out of here. You thumbs down, man. Y'all corny. Look at this other dude said retire. Yo, why people saying my man need to retire?
Bro, it's because of the inactivity. I think most
oh my
of all.
God, who is this dude said Yelusinev? We'll never give him a shot, man. Get out of here. Oh my God, this guy right here said Harold Calderon from Florida. That's funny.
Who's that? One of the TBV listeners?
No, Harold Calderon's actually a welterweight from out here in Florida. He's got like a regional title. See, where you be at, man? Where you be at?
Yo, we all know that
what would you do without? What would you do without? What would you do? Nah, but yo, look, it's the community too. Like, yo, shout out to a guy like Coach Myers that'll give you mad information on different people in his region and things like that. That's how it really was. I got put on him by my man. They said they muted the Skype. Who did?
Yo, what's up with Boots? Maybe Boots.
He ain't got enough votes, man. Nah, we not muted on Skype. It says it's working.
Man, they need Boot up in there with Thurman, man. I mean, man. Well, last time we spoke to Mr. Thurman, I mean, where did you see his mind at, or where he was more likely to be swayed into a
Thurman?
Keith Thurman, yeah.
Thurman rocking and rolling. He ready to go, bro. That's what I told you already, man. I got to see him spar a super middleweight that isn't a super middleweight, obviously, because you ain't got to make weight. What you making weight for? He at least 10 to 15 pounds away from his making weight, and that's me being generous. If you're a fighter, if you don't got a fight date, how close are you? So Thurman was sparring a big boy, a big undefeated boy. And he looked good than the motherfucker. I mean,
I see a lot of Ubers though. You ain't lying.
I love what I saw. I love what I saw from Thurman. It's unfortunate he ain't got a fight. It is what it is. That's why we put it on the community. I know people. There was.
Wow, how great would that be? A fight with Ugas, Thurman wins. And he's back in there.
Back in the mix. Back in the mix.
Wow.
And listen, Ugas wanted that fight. He was on his thing like, yo, Thurman got a point, yada, yada, yada. I could fight him. But it's already, Pacquiao already did what I was trying to get Thurman to do. The fight with Thurman and Ugas was for Ugas to get known. He already beat.
Now he's known.
Yeah, he already beat Pacquiao.
He's really known. Look, I'm pretty sure
he's
that.
known to the bone.
Bro, Pac-Man's... Pac-Man's, you went rock and roll on me. Pac-Man's freaking following itself that night, just the people that tuned in that night. I mean, I know you could probably go to Instagram and see my man's Ugas numbers went up definitely.
Word?
So yeah,
shout out for him.
He's so he's in a new light right now. Ugas is in a new light, and I don't think he needs to be recognized anymore. I think now he needs to be strategic and make sure that he gets things done in a way where he's always I guess has. I don't like using the word advantage, right?
I think we got line 6 cutting the line. Line 6 cutting the line. I'm pretty sure line 6. That's you, right? That was you.
Call him Cuddy.
Sir,
Hey, yes, sir, that's me. You know, I heard the name Boots one too many times this morning. Not in all good fashion. First off, I want to say this. Ness, I heard what you said earlier about Boots' biggest wins looking at. Stop with the antics, man. Show that man the respect he deserves. You know damn well he would have murked Ugas that night.
Who?
Stop talking like Ugas did a great thing. Boots. I'm saying stop talking like Ugas did a great thing by beating up on an old man whose legs was cramping up on him. Ugas is a nobody, bro. Boots will work that dude. So stop talking that craziness about what has Boots done.
I mean,
Boots has smoked
you using
anybody
an
in the
eye
welterweight
test.
division.
You using an eye test. All I'm
Hey, no,
saying
you
is...
tell. Hold on, Ness. Hold on. Also, have you guys got around to going and seeing Boots yet? I can't wait to hear the interview on that.
Yeah, we had. I'm supposed to be going down there with King Amin. I had some things happen, personal things, emergency in my family. I haven't been able to get down there, but this will be for this week, hopefully. If not, it's gonna have to be for the next week. We have another event that we're gonna be doing on the 28th in Myrtle Beach. So shout out to
BPE and
Justin
shout
out to
Biggs
BPE.
and Big Time Promotions.
But yeah.
But Ness, you tell me who can fuck with Boots. Ness, you tell me who can mess with Boots. Right now, who do you think can even get Boots a challenge?
Boots is in the Crawford position, my friend, but I got to get to some other callers. That's your time. Boots is in the Crawford position. He needs that fight to prove, man. I mean,
that's what it is. You know what it is, Ness? I think that you get misconstrued sometimes. It's not that Ness doesn't believe in it, and you could interrupt if I'm wrong, right, in saying this, but it's not that he doesn't believe that he can. Is that we need to see him in there with the fighters of that caliber in order for us to be believers.
Listen,
in essence, you know.
Fights,
but we see the skills. You don't think we don't see the skills?
Fought.
Of course we do.
Fights need to be fought, Doomy. Saturday showed us that. We automatically, general consensus was Pacquiao was going to win. That's why fights need to be fought. Same thing with Boots. He want to bring up Boots, cool. We all thought he was about to body Chris Van Heerden because Earl bodied Chris Van Heerden. That did not happen. It didn't happen. So fights need to be fought. You could go off eye tests all you want, but then at the end of the day, a dude got to get in there and he got to do what he got to do, and he might not. Just because you thought Earl was about to knock out Mikey, guess what? He didn't. That's just the bottom line. He didn't. So fights need to be fought, man. We can't just assume because fighter A looked like fighter B, fighter C could come through and do that. No, just because Ugas beat Pacquiao don't mean Boots could have beat him that night. And I get it. It's the easy thing to say that he could, but
boxing doesn't work like that, guys.
It don't work that way. It just don't. It just don't. Nobody thought Adam Kovnacki was about to get knocked out to Robert Helenius. Come on,
that's right.
Man.
I didn't see that coming. I knew that there was heavyweights. There's always
nobody
a chance,
thought Anthony Joshua. Yeah, JD in Texas, you picked it, and I'm sure other people picked it too. But the general consensus was not that AJ was about to get mollywopped by motherfucking Fat Andy. Like, nobody thought that.
Don't ask me that question.
Hey, well, you know, the truth is that's the truth, and that's the truth. You know, boxing needs to happen for a reason. Those fights need to play out for a reason because you just never know what's going to happen in these fights. But let me get out to these callers.
Real quick before you do this, boxing expert had the last one right here. Said, where's the Charlito talk? Laughing my ass off.
I mean, what you mean? Charlo was, he got unified. He got a draw. He ain't lose. We got Coach Myers, Boomerang.
Boomy.
You can hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, somebody's background is crazy, man. I don't know if it's on.
Are you scratching up on us, champion?
Yeah.
That was Coach.
That was Coach Myers telling you.
Coach Rivera. It was Coach Rivera.
Yeah.
Rivera?
Yeah, it was Coach Rivera. I had to get rid of everybody one by one. It was Coach Rivera. Coach, that's you with the background, player.
Yo,
Yes.
I'm good.
We hear you.
All right.
Coach Moyes, you're back.
What's going on, fellas? Honestly, I think Canelo's gonna stop him, bro, within 8. I think. Hey, listen, man. Canelo's last 4 opponents, either he retired them or they ain't fought since they fought him.
None of them
I
is
think you need
Calipari.
listen, you need some type of power to keep Canelo off you, and I don't think Caleb holds that. But that's my call.
You ain't think he had that when he fought Uztatigi and then he put him down twice. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. People choose and they pick and choose who they respect. When Earl goes the mandatory route and beats Kelbrook, right? Oh, he's a superstar. Even though we all know Gennady just destroyed Kelbrook, right? But then when Caleb goes down the mandatory route, fights the champion in Uztatigi, beats him when they thought he wasn't because they said this back then, that he didn't have any power. So he was supposed to
and
lose.
he knocked down.
So he was supposed to lose to Uztatigi because he didn't have any power. Because Uztatigi was a puncher. Man, get out of here. That's what I'm saying. Fights need to happen, man, for a reason, because you see what really happens when they happen.
Who's next?
You ain't really. I don't know where I was going with that. Okay. Yeah. We going to King Born. Born, what up? King Born.
When you see old dirty bastard fall in a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your. Yo, y'all hear me?
That old dirty bastard shit crazy.
Yeah, we hear you, Champy.
Listen, man. First of all, I'm in the Badlands of Lakeland, Florida. Shout to you, Ness. Went to Florida.
What up? What up?
I'm going to say it like this, man. Peace and power. Peace to TBC. Peace to the live chat. Peace and power. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Now, we got to think like this. Now, Ness, I know everybody on here in the live chat love the comics and all that. So I'm going to break this shit down in simplest form about Canelo and Plant. You got to listen up. Canelo, look at Bane. Bane is strong. He got that powerful juice in him. And he breaking faces and he breaking bodies, right? But Canelo is Batman. Excuse me. Plant is Batman. Remember, Plant is Batman. The reason why I say Plant is Batman.
He got all the toys.
He got all that utility shit in the belt. What's going to happen when Bane rushes Batman? Now, we know that Bane is strong as hell, right? But
Come on, champ. You gotta get to your point, but I'm gonna help you though. He is Batman. And guess what Batman got on all the superheroes?
He's smarter.
He got every way to kill every superhero locked in a little safe. Anybody that knows about comics knows Batman got that.
You ain't lying, dog. I said his mind, but you're right. He got everything on smash.
No, Joker,
he got everybody's plan.
Joker will tell you that Batman got the best toys. So it's like Bourne said, he got the utility belt. You understand? He got more tools in the belt. That's it. That's how I'm interpreting his metaphor.
Canelo is Bane, though.
And what happens when you run out of juice?
It doesn't matter what juice you drink.
Huh?
It only matters what I got. Yo, he will go in there like Bane. And we all saw what happened to Batman. Batman had to go back and regather himself in that pit. You know, Bane.
No, but you only
took
see
his spine.
Bane
took everything.
Bruh, but
what you saying? Caleb is gonna be?
You
Caleb's
only
gonna have to come back.
You only thinking of the movies. That's the thing, bro. You gotta be comic book. Like, bro, Batman is like he got the code, man. He got like Kryptonian bullets for Superman. He ain't playing no games with none of these dudes. He don't believe he considered them all aliens. He paranoid. He got a metal suit to fight Superman in. Like, you crazy, bro. Batman is infinite money with a vast knowledge.
With that PVC money?
He got that Bruce Wayne money, B. That Bruce Wayne money. Wayne
Bruce
Enterprises,
money,
man.
champ.
Wayne Enterprises. Wayne Enterprises. I wish Wayne Enterprises was real. Like, they the ones that always believe in everything, so they always invest. It's like, oh, Mr. Wayne, I'm trying to make a new, power out of a wind tunnel. It's like, here's your money.
Here's your money. I got the funding for that.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's got it in the vault and shit. That's his now.
Mr. Wayne.
Roland Curtis with the super chat. Do we got one before that?
I think we might. So let me just get to those real quick.
We got a lot of callers, by the way.
All right. Super chat by My Computer Taking Forever.
Oh.
No, it is Roland Curtis. That was next, Nuss. You were right.
He says, you say it.
Thurman is arguably the best talker since Mayweather.
Yes.
I could agree on that.
Yes.
Keith is the most charismatic, and he's the challenger.
Yes.
Imagine him as two-time champ, Ugas versus Thurman. Flex emoji.
I just don't like that fight as much as I want the Tank fight. I'm sorry. I don't care.
It's a huge fight, and I think that it falls into like that.
The thing is, the people voted for Ugas. Yesterday we did that poll. They'd rather Ugas, but I want the Tank fight. That's a big fight. I want that fight.
Yo, I just don't like it that sometimes, even after Ugas just won and beat Manny Pacquiao, I can't believe that we still can't get excited for Ugas. Come on, guys.
Bruh, I was in the fight asking for more. I'm like, yo, give me a right hand. I'm like, yeah. No, thank you.
Yo, you sounded like Schnarr from Thundercats.
Thank you, man. No, thank you, man. I like Ugas. I'm happy for his story. Shout out, but Thurman is the most inactive talker since Shannon Briggs. Poop emoji, poop emoji, poop. Hey, Bo, you be hating, man.
I'll be honest with you, Ness. I like the Ugas fight better for Keith Thurman, just career-wise. I mean, look, you're going to fight Tank. What do you get? Let's get the positives out. You beat Tank.
Mm-hmm.
You get the fight with Tank. You get a big payday. But then where do you fall?
You doing numbers though. You got to remember that. Now you're a different tax bracket because once those numbers come back, that fight will generate numbers. That fight is going to generate numbers. Now we know that fight is going to generate numbers like the way Mikey and Earl did, except more because Tank is like known. And then you got you got Thurman, who's that talker. So Tank's audience is about to see him get talked down to. Let's be real.
Yeah. The antagonist.
Let's be real. They about to be like, oh, this dude really think he could beat you, champ. Everybody gonna come out the woodwork. That's the fight to make, man.
Yeah, but is it a dangerous fight?
Absolutely. That's why people gonna pay out the wazoo. Because they gonna believe Tank could get slept.
Or Thurman.
That's the point. It's like, but damn, Thurman ain't slept nobody in a minute. He been run time. He been sometimes. Is he really one time? So for the Tank side, the risk is worth the reward. It's there, man. He did 600,000 with Pacquiao. Him and Tank together. Then the mystery of, is Tank too small? Is he biting off more than he can chew? The hardcore's going to tell all their friends, he's still arguably top 5 welterweight. Top 4.
Arguably.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like, oh, they cherry picking. What they ain't cherry picking. Not team. It's a real fight.
Well, let me tell you what Bama Bull had to say about Thurman. He says like Thurman, he you know what's coming. Thurman is most inactive talker since Shannon Briggs.
Why you always repeating super? I read that and screen shared it.
He's scared, y'all. He's scared.
Yeah, he just want to talk down on Keith. Listen, Keith coming off the Pacquiao fight, so he got a high mandatory minimum. You don't just make $8 million and drop down to $1 million. So he need a Tank fight. You need a fight that could pay him. You need a fight. You need a meaningful fight that you can generate some real money from. But let me get to some of these collars. I wish it was a little bit taller. I wish it was a ball. Yo, who used to sing that shit?
Real man.
Who? Who? Antonio and Rochester.
And yo, top of the morning to you guys. Yo, real quick, man. Yeah, good to you too, man. Yo, for real quick, yo, Ness, now, you know I love you, man. I love your show, man. I love everything you guys are doing, especially you. But listen, man, I gotta disagree with you, man. You can't, and this is where I kind of lose respect, man. You can't put a poll up comparing Saturday's fight to a feature fight in Canelo and Plant when at the end of the day, Canelo's 31, Plant is 29. They're in the prime of their life.
Yeah.
And Canelo hasn't lost since Floyd. So you're telling me that Canelo, he's not gonna be ready for Plant?
I never said that, bro. Don't waste your call.
All right, so I'm gonna tell the callers, yo, bro, listen, callers, do not listen to Ness. If he somehow tries you to bet on Plant beating Canelo, do not do it, bro. I'm telling you, Canelo is the best fighter of this era, and the only loss that he's ever gonna have is Floyd Mayweather. No one else. That's my call. And I'm gonna keep listening.
Definition of a Canelo fan. The only loss, my man got the C&I. You know, the only loss he's ever gonna have.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah, look at him. Listen, I don't know what he said, but that ain't what I said.
He said Canelo's the best fighter of this era, champ.
Hey, man,
he the best.
You're the best around, and no one's ever gonna keep you down. You're the best around. Yeah, man. Nah. Don't get us flagged, man. That song stay getting us flagged, man. Whack ass song, man. Who sing that shit?
Crazy.
They got royalties on that. Listen, I'm telling you, I gotta mute that shit every time.
No. That's not the one. It's the Anthony Hamilton one that got played too long. That one it's perfect.
Yeah, Jaime, you right. I used to be a Canelo fan, and then I seen that he was scared of Plant, so I started doing my research. That's all. Why you get scared of Plant? Why you need so many clauses against Plant? Out of all people, you need rematch clauses. He still got a rematch. I hope y'all know. He got a rematch in this contract, this new contract.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! He worried about losing them belts. Hell yeah, he got it on his mind. Oh, y'all didn't know? He definitely put that rematch clause in there. Oh yeah. Let me go out to Line 6 Reed on your regular call. What up, champ? You back?
Hey, what's going on, Ness? Oh, yeah, I'm here. As far as the Ugas who should fight next thing, I mean, I think he should go after Bud or get a Porter rematch. Bud or Porter. That's my call.
Ugas going after Bud or Porter, man. I mean, Ugas just had a tough fight. He won that fight, but that face looking like he been through hells. You know what I'm saying?
Ugas. So Ugas.
Let me
Ugas
see
is
here.
your top rank,
Let me
right?
see here. I'm so sorry. It's a Stainless. Are you available? Hopefully you was busy and you ain't feeling, you know what I mean? Like you ain't get your. Is you available? I just need a flash.
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV.
Yo,
Voice of the people.
It's so funny. Yo, why y'all change rules for your favorite fighters? So Canelo can't be considered scared if he got a one-way rematch clause, but Tio and Loma don't got no rematch and they not scared. I don't get it. Come on, Stainless. Talk to me, man. These fucking boxing fans
Yo,
are so
TBB,
fickle.
what's up? What's good? You can hear me?
Yeah. You got a new
We
headset?
hear you, campeón.
Yeah, sometimes I get to switch it up. When I'm at work, you know what I'm saying? I work with a lot of high grease. And like right now I'm getting ready to switch out after this call, but I got like these Bose with the noise cancellation and all that. So they usually work a little better. I don't know.
Yeah, they sound good.
Cool. Whatever helps for the visibility of the show, right? Hey, but real talk, man. We kind of got away from it last weekend. You still there?
I'm here.
We listen.
Cool. Yeah, we kind of got away from it last weekend, but that Canelo Plant announcement, man, I'm excited for that, man.
That's what we
talking about. I was talking about it. I think Canelo might get more than he expected this time, man. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what Plant said.
You know, we are. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little biased though. I am down here in Nashville, so you know what I'm saying. That might just be my opinion, but either way of the fight made, you know me, man. I'm just happy to hear that the fight's been made. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the boxing guys for that, because for a while it seemed like that might be the new Bud and Errol. Like, it's a good talk, but it ain't gonna happen. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm good with it, man. I've kind of only been half listening, though. Like I said, it's an inventory day, and I've been going for hours now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off it because I got to get back to it. But let's see who we got on here, man. J Mac, man, if he on here, get him my boomerang if you can, man. As always say, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, it's because you're stupid. Shout out to El Camino. Peace.
AMG, Oklahoma.
Yo, what's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Cool. Good show. Yeah, so a couple of things on for Thurman. If I was going to pay, yeah, you're right. I want to see the Tank fight. But for his career, I think it's better for him to go to Ugas. Because I hope he gets that fight. I think that's better for him just because that also lands him the Earl fight. It's like pretty much a guarantee that he'll get the Earl fight, assuming Earl comes back, of course, which I hope he does. For Canelo Plant, realistically, I think I got it 70-30. Up favoring Canelo, of course. I do think Plant is a really good boxer, and I think he'll give him some tough rounds. So I'm not taking it lightly. But one thing I don't worry about Canelo, I think discipline is like his number one thing. So that whole, like, I know you made a comment earlier about maybe the silk sheets or whatever. Honestly, don't think that applies to him. I think he stays on the grind and he knows what he wants. And yeah, I think he'll get it. Good show.
All right. We got Majimbe Boomerang.
Boomerang. What's good? How you guys doing?
Good.
Pretty good, brother.
Not much, man. I mean, I don't think I get what Ness is doing, and he's trolling all these Super Canelo fans, and he's trying to make it seem like Plant really has a shot. And I mean, it's the squared circle. So I mean, he technically does have a shot.
So Rigo has a shot against Casemiro, and you thought he won, but
yes.
Plant can't have a shot against Canelo.
Well, no, he does have a shot. How good of a shot? I mean, not really that good.
More than Rigo had against Casemiro.
No. Come on.
He's gonna be guaranteed. Plant will be guaranteed to throw more punches in the first round than Rigo did in the entire fight.
Yeah, I mean, most fighters do. That's nothing, But the rematch clause thing. I mean, who's the promoter on this fight, Ness?
Canelo Promotions.
And who is the television network that's going to be doing the pay-per-view?
PBC. The broadcaster isn't known yet if it's Fox or Showtime just yet. Okay. They haven't announced.
But Michael Fox got robbed on PBC, right?
I guess, yeah.
So why wouldn't he have a rematch clause?
I mean,
he has a right to, and we all know that boxing works.
Listen, and that's fine. That's fine, but you cannot tell me that having a rematch clause doesn't show doubt.
No, it's being a smart businessman.
It shows doubt.
Okay, I mean, I guess
you only need a rematch clause if you are thinking of losing or thinking of robbery.
No, Ness, you need a rematch clause because it's boxing and there is robbery.
Well, Tio didn't need one.
He's under the same promoter.
Wilder and Fury don't have one.
Well, because that was part of the contract.
Yeah, it's the last one.
The third time, but they had one before, right?
It's over though, but it's over. This is the last.
They had one before.
It's the last fight though.
Yes or no? They had one before.
Yeah, once upon a time.
Is it
not the same reason? Is it not the same reason Dillian White didn't take the fight with AJ because of the one-way rematch? If you got a one-way rematch, you're looking out for you and not me, which means you are considering me beating you, not the other way around.
Okay, but that's a different situation. They were both under the same promoter.
No,
yes
it's
or
the
no?
same. It's the same. No, White is a free agent, just like Canelo.
Okay, free agent, but he's always worked with Eddie.
And Canelo's a free agent, and he seems to be working with Eddie. I mean, it doesn't matter. You're a free agent, so you work with someone else.
Yeah, but Plant worked with PVC.
And I'm not saying that he's not. I haven't said he's not.
You're trying to paint. You're trying to paint a different picture than what it really is.
What is the different picture? So let me ask you something. You know boxing. You telling me that Plant isn't fucking a better offensively than Laura?
No. Never.
All right.
Never. You're crazy. You're smoking. Who has he?
Cool. No, listen. I gave you mad free time. I'll catch you on your boomerang. I'm done. Once we can't talk logical, I'm done. I don't even know where is Laura's like offensive skill. Like where have we been like yeah? Let's get Laura in the ring. The only time we was cheering for Laura to get a fight was when he was the antagonist to Canelo. After he shit the bed there, where only I thought he won, then went back and watched it on a Tuesday, whatever we used to do for, Tuesday rewatching whatever film study, and was like, wait a minute, he didn't win. Because I only watch fights once. I only go back whenever we do that shit. I don't be watching more than once, like unless it's like a fucking great fight. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't that. When were people clamoring for Laura to get in the ring? Like, because he's offensively, he's fucking a bigger version of Rigo. Like the last good fight, he was in was fucking Hurd beating the brakes off him.
And he's a southpaw. Remember?
What are we talking about? Like all of a sudden now Laura was, the best thing, and we wanted to see him on TV. Yeah, come back with a counter punch, man. Let's go.
Kick counter punch from Mayimbe.
I'm gonna let you get warmed up before I hit the bell, man, and see if you really if you're worthy.
Yes, you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
All right, so where is Plant's Paul Williams? You're not telling me that shows.
So you going resume?
Offensive. Come on, B.
You going resume then?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's where he showed who he was, and offensively he showed that he was great.
That's my argument. For some fighters, we pick and choose. You want resume for Plant, but the world don't need resume for Crawford. And
no, don't do that to me. Don't bring Crawford. We ain't talking about Crawford. We're talking Lara and Plant.
And fine. And let me address that Laura Paul Williams. He never looked like that fight again in his life. He never fought like that again. And the only reason he fought like that was because he was fighting a 6'2" dude with a wingspan that was out this world and threw no less than 1,000 punches. None of that is exaggeration. All of that is factual about Paul Williams. He was forced to fight in a fight with a dude that throws 1,000 punches minimum. Like, stop it. Oh, he showed it then. No, he was forced to show it. The pressure.
Nuts, you're bugging. I mean, I need to see Plant show me more against elite fighters for me to say that
that's fine.
He is better offensively.
And that's fine.
But he's not.
But Majimbe, let me ask you something. When did Canelo show you that he was elite?
I mean, I think it would probably be the Mosley fight.
All right.
The Mosley fight? Oh, you're fucking lying. He reaching. You're out of here. Yo, my man said the Mosley was like 40-something already. Like, yo, so that's what we saying now. We need to watch you fight a faded vet. No, everybody knows his fight.
Facts are not facts. They're falsehoods.
Everybody knows he showed that he was an elite when he fought Trout. When he got in there with Trout. When Trout beat Cotto and upset Cotto, and he was a southpaw, and Canelo's plans was always to fight Cotto after he beat Trout, and Trout got the upset, and you still fought a southpaw, and your promoter said no, and you beat him, that's when you showed you was elite. You dropped him like in the third round. My man leg just shit looked like fucking Geppetto. Looked like Geppetto missed a finger on a string. My man leg kicked out. His leg kicked out. No way, Jose, man. That's what I'm saying. You don't show that you elite till you given the opportunity. When you get in there, look at Kavalaskis, right? I talked hella shit about him. I used the soundbite as much as I could until you know, until I was like, yo, he cursing more than me. And I mean Bomac talking about Cav Velasquez losing to Ray Robinson and how they shouldn't fight Cav Velasquez because Ray Robinson really beat Cav Velasquez. Then he gets in there with an elite level fighter, quote unquote, in Crawford. And you see his skill. And now he got in there with Ortiz and you see his skill. You understand? So you got to get in there with them fighters in order to show where you at. And he about to show. He about to show. He about to get in there with an elite level fighter. End the story. We'll find out. November 6th.
No cap.
I'm not counting them out. That's all I'm saying. I'm not counting them out. Y'all counting them out. I'm not counting them out. We got a counter punch from J-Mac. Skip the line.
Mac attack.
Yo, good morning. Can y'all hear me?
Perfect.
Yes, we do.
Hey, shout out. Hey, shout out to me. I got you with the Laura. Shout out to Line 6 for being so fucking God, man. With this boost in this bullshit. Now, Majimbe, to answer the question, with is Laura more offensive? Yes, he is. Laura actually is a better puncher.
You cutting out on us, Mac.
Yeah, you got no service, though.
The boxing gods are hitting you with the
servicio. That ain't work.
Nah,
but that's because the boxing guys ain't want to hear that craziness. People keep saying, "How is
You
Laura
said
more?"
Lada's more offensively sound.
I don't know. I don't know what he said, but you know the boxing guys ain't want him to say that.
Who's next?
Looks
Caleb
like
not gonna take the chance.
He came back and then he left.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we're gonna go to Davidian.
Oh.
Mac, you there?
Yeah, he just muted. Davidian.
I'm here.
We're here.
What's good? Can you hear me? Oh.
We do.
What's going on, Ness?
How are you?
What's going on, Dumatron? I'm good. I'm just, I don't know, listening to the show. I don't know. I'm happy the fight is actually taking place.
Me too.
You know, and it's for what, Undisputed. Yeah, I'm very excited. Yeah, put me down for Caleb Plant. I'm one of the rare ones. I mean, I know how good Canelo is, but you know, I just want to see like a true 50-50 fight. I know people probably think I'm crazy saying that, but I really think Caleb Plant going to surprise a lot of people. But we'll see on November 6th. To me, he's got great skills. You know, he's strong. He's never out of shape. You know, he's not smoking or anything like that. So, you know, put me down for Caleb Plant early. So, but we'll see.
By decision?
Yeah, great show. However it need to be done, he gonna get his hand raised.
All right, brother. Thank you for calling in. We going out to Seattle.
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingWorks.com. I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit up. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
That's
all right.
Don't get hit with the crickets.
Yo, what it do
what
though?
You ordering over there, man? What you ordering?
Yo,
McDonald's
hush
already?
your mouth. Hush your mouth.
Sorry,
hey, yo, I got Caleb Plant. Hey, hold on. I got Caleb Plant.
Of course you do, Mr. PBC.
Fuck out of here, man.
Hey, man, don't trip. You know, Canelo's PBC too.
For a day.
Shit, I got even Lugas coming up, man. He's looking real clean with that jab with Pacquiao. You know, he might be the next jabster to beat Canelo. It only takes a jab, you know what I mean? But shout out to Canelo for making this happen. He knows where the real money is at.
Where is that?
And everybody on Dazn needs to know it too. We got the 50 million, we got the 40. It's that PBC, baby. And Doomy, hit me with that soundbite.
Well, let's get to it then, Champy, because we all know what the best part is.
This PBC in your cup was good, and TBV. Just a little razzle dazzle. Yeah, man, tune in. Caleb Plant, the winner. That's my call.
Yeah. Well, damn. PBC on your side with Caleb?
Yeah.
It's,
yeah, but I mean,
it looks like you're not alone on that.
That's to be expected, though. His name is Mr. PBC, so he's got to go with anything PBC. So, I'm not taking any. I'm not counting that as a win. That he and I are both, considering Kella.
Oh shit! You were gonna say both of you are PBC.
No, that he and I are both considering Kella for the win. We got Caesar. Are you just listening, champ?
Caesar.
Call you Windstorm. Your name is nothing but Windstorm. Hawk, Maryland. Another Windstorm.
Beach Oceans.
Hawk, Maryland.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah, is it clear? Oh, okay.
Yes.
What's up, Doomy? What's up, Ness? Y'all doing this morning?
Doing good, champion.
Ain't too much. What I was trying. Oh, good. When I was talking yesterday about the Pacquiao and the Floyd, I was saying, their age and everything. But I was high as hell. But anyway, what I wanted to say was, I wouldn't mind seeing Pacquiao fight again as him and Floyd, fight people their size. If Pacquiao pick somebody,
like Tank,
he got to pick his fights better.
Tank.
You know what I'm saying? He could keep fighting. He ain't not. Huh? What you say?
Tank his size.
Yeah. He got, they fighting guys 2 times bigger than him on that. If Pacquiao for somebody small, I'd give him a better. I wouldn't mind paying to see him fight again. If he picked like 140 or something, go there and fight somebody. But the Caleb Plant, man, Caleb Plant is nice. Like I said, his skills are elite. I just don't think he can keep Canelo off of him. I don't see Canelo getting tired. But, if you're getting beat up all through a fight, even if they little punches, if you're getting shot with 22s over and over again, eventually they'll kill you. So,
Sorry, sir, I do not have 93 at the moment. We go now.
Okay.
I see you. See you, Hawk.
Yeah.
We're going to get to some other people.
Yeah.
That is your time, though. But I see you paying for that expensive guy. That man said 93.
He said, let me get the unlet. No, just kidding.
He wanted that non-tray.
Get that Supreme.
That's like $4.50. That's like $5 in LA right now for some non-tray.
He in LA?
No, he in Maryland. Come on, where's your ears?
His
Yo, you need studio beats over there.
I just heard you refer to California, so I'm like, it's the man in California.
You don't ever hear. His name is Hawk in Maryland. His name is Hawk in Maryland. We got Boxing Inspector.
¿Cómo andamos? ¿Me escuchan?
Estamos escuchando, güey.
Te escuchamos, homie.
Hey, Dez, necesitas prenderle las velitas a Caleb desde ahorita, güey.
No, la velita está prendida.
Y en estos mares, nomás el Barbarrojas, güey, el Canelo, 100%. Va a dejar a Caleb como los chinitos, vas a ver, y te vas a poner chinito cuando le dé una noqueada a este vato, güey.
Ey, la vela está prendida y le puso una manzanita al lado también.
Cuando quieras ponerle dinero, güey, nomás avísame, güey. Te quieres quedar en la calle, ya es tu pedo, pero tú dices, Canelo all day, that's my call.
Give me the odds, man. We think about it.
He said if Ness wants to stay in the streets, bet on Plant. Oh, man. Light up a candle for your man Plant, champ. Boxing expert has chosen his champion.
Let me go to Brandon in Cincinnati.
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up for back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. From jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the thick glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yes, tell me what's going on. How's my audio?
You know you sound horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
What about now? Sounds better?
Yes, sir.
Is it better now?
No.
It isn't?
Yeah. I mean, we could deal with that.
Okay. Man, you and the tree crack me up every day on this show, trying y'all best to keep Keith Thurman relevant. I peep how y'all try to throw Keith Thurman in the mix every show about him fighting this guy or that guy.
Keith will still be the biggest name on Crawford's resume, so come on, man. Stop it.
If only Al Heyman gave half a fuck as you on Intrigue, man, he wouldn't be out 2 years.
I mean, that's the narrative the haters like to paint, except Keith was the first one to get the Pacquiao fight. Stop it.
Sure, that was 2 years ago.
I mean,
2 years ago.
You only need one Pacquiao fight. I mean, he was reported to get $8 million.
2 years ago.
I mean, you think he gonna spend $8 million?
2 years ago, I was listening.
Guess what? Guess what? My favorite fighter got Pacquiao fight. Your favorite fighter was allegedly getting a Pacquiao fight,
and he lost, and he ain't been back.
But you talking about how Al did him dirty and don't fuck with him? You sound silly. If Al don't fuck with him and gave him a Pacquiao fight, plus a Danny fight, plus a Sean fight, what do they say about Crawford?
You are a sacrificial.
Yeah, I know. They sent me the interview. They sent me. Shout out to Fred. You are a G. Barbershop killing it. You heard it. You don't want to bring that up. You usually send me links. Why you ain't send me that link? Bob Coldhart said at 38 minutes into the interview, maybe Terrence Crawford should become a free agent.
Okay, what's wrong with that? Let me get to we can talk about that. The topic at hand. But
you want to paint a narrative that Al don't like Keith. But there ain't nothing like that out there. My man said it again. He said he was losing money. Now he's saying maybe he should be a free agent. When have you heard of promote? Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Nah, you just don't.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Don't get it. That's all.
But Bud getting fights, his promoter saying he should be a free agent, but Thurman on the bench for 2 years. But his promoter likes him.
I mean, ain't Bud last fight Velasquez?
No, Kell Brook. But let me get.
Oh my God, Kell Brook! I forgot about that shit. He said Bud getting fights. He got a corpse. Fuck you talking about? They brought that man a cold body. They gave him a cold body and a cold brewski. Here, man. This Bud's for you.
This Bud's for you.
Let me get to the topic. I bet you Thurman wish he can get a cold corpse right about now.
What for? He got $8 million to buy brewskis on the island, man.
Okay, that was 2 years ago, man.
He got $8 million. Name one time your man made $8 million for one fight.
It don't matter.
Exactly.
Let me get to the topic. Why you want to turn this into a Bud and Thurman, bro?
You the one came out shooting shots at Thurman.
I'm just saying.
Time, any place, anywhere.
Thurman would be the biggest name on your man's resume, man. End of story.
No, he go to box rec. Thurman ain't even ranked. Get out of here.
Thurman don't gotta be ranked. Thurman is a belt, man.
Thurman ain't got no fucking belt.
Thurman is a belt.
He a belt.
Yo, all right, man. Go ahead, man. Whatever.
But topic, man. We need to do a film study on that Plant versus Ustaki fight. You like to keep bringing up the fact that Plant knocked him down twice.
Yeah, why you mad?
The second half of that fight, Plant was getting touched up very bad, and Ustaki
touched up.
Watch the fight. He could not handle the pressure after doing all that.
Who you picking?
Canelo was gonna beat the brakes off of Plant.
In order to keep that energy.
Listen, Ness, I'm trying to school you. That's why I'm one of your best callers, because I school you niggas.
Mm-hmm.
In order to beat a guy like Canelo with that style Plant has, you have to be able to box that way on the back foot for 12 rounds. Very few fighters in the history of boxing can fight that style for 12 rounds without gassing out.
AJ did it, and he's a heavyweight.
Floyd is one of them.
Bruh, AJ did it, and he was notoriously known for gassing. My man telling me that a physical specimen in Caleb Plant don't got an ounce of body fat. We never see him fluctuate, never drinking, nothing. Man, get out of here, man. Just get out of here. You a hater, and it's all good. You don't see the greatness.
Who the fuck did AJ outbox for 12 rounds? And
Ruiz.
please oh God, he outboxed the 300-pound fat guy. Oh,
he wasn't 300 pounds.
Well, the comparison I was trying to make, Champ, is that, if AJ, a heavy guy like that, a heavyweight, can box on his back foot, comparatively to
you speaking logically. You speaking logically. He don't want to talk logic. He don't want to talk logic.
He gassed in that Ustati.
He don't want to talk about that educated left hook the Keller Plant guy. I'm watching highlights right now, just like, oh my God, wait till this left hook.
Have to do a film study on.
Wait till we see this left hook in action with Canelo. Ay. That's an educated, even on the inside. Shoulder roll on the inside. Pop. Look at him. Oof.
I know what you. Yes, I understand the game, man.
No, you don't understand the game. What's the game? Look at how he turned Ustadjiki, hit him with a jab, grabbed him by the waist, turned him, hit him with a straight right.
You got it on the screen?
Nah, of course not. I ain't gonna get flagged. I'm just seeing it. I know what he got, man. Fuck out of here. Show me somebody that move like this, man, in Canelo fought other than Mayweather. Look at that. Hands down, he like in the Matrix on him.
Now he's really comfortable in his style.
Bruh,
sure.
they hating, and his greatness gonna show. That's how it is. It's boxing history repeats itself. Even if he loses, it'll be his Diego Chavez night when Diego fought Thurman, and he rose to that occasion. He looked good, and so did Thurman. Thurman had to do better, dig deep. Body shot stopped him. Know what I'm saying? But Plant is gonna show his work. He's gonna show his skill this night, man. You kidding me? Look at this shit. I wish I could show these highlights, man. My boy is a G.
You don't even believe that, Ness. You feel obligated to root for that man because he came to your appreciation night. You know he's not going to beat Canelo, bro.
He ain't been the one since.
You feel obligated, man.
He ain't been the one since.
Watch the Ustadjiki fight. He got busted up the second half of that fight. All that moving, his ass got gassed and started getting his ass.
And that's okay. And that's okay. But that's what you don't get. Because he got gassed in that fight don't mean he gonna get gassed in this fight. You could look bad in your last fight and beat Pacquiao in your next fight. It's about having the tools. Do he got the tools? Oh yeah, I see the tools. It's that left hook too. When the last time Canelo fucked with a left hook like that? Floyd. When the last time? That left hook educated, man. Coach J Mac, man, get up on here, man. Tell these boys, man, they sleeping, man. You know they
Mac
sleep.
attack.
I mean, I don't even know if we should go to you. Maybe you should text me when you like pulled over.
I'm ready.
You're already out of the shadow realm, champ.
I'm ready.
You sure you out the shadow realm?
Yo, can y'all hear me?
We do.
Can y'all hear me?
We do.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what the last thing y'all heard on the call. I said, Kidda. Oh, okay. I was saying Kidda Plant, as nice as he's just a defensive sounded guy, and he ain't gonna take the chances to stand in front of Canelo to place the shots.
Exactly.
You asked Jimbe, was he a better offensive fighter than Lara? Mm-hmm. No, he wasn't. And Lara wasn't getting his ass whipped by Jarrett Hurd. He got stopped because he got tired, and he was whipping Jarrett Hurd ass.
Crazy.
So Lara was actually a better punch placer. So even though he boxed on the back toe and gave Canelo problems, he placed his shots better. I don't think Kidda Plant places his shots well enough. He throw punches and he hides behind his shell and his legs, but I don't think he places his shot. Throwing punches and placing your shot is two different things. So he not gonna be able to place the shots on Canelo, and he not gonna chance standing in front of Canelo by getting countered by Canelo. Even though Canelo flat-footed, he still got good upper torso movement, and the pressure Canelo go put forward on him will wear Kidda Plant down. And I don't see Kidda Plant being successful. Now, Canelo won't stop him. I think he got enough endurance to move and make Canelo look bad at times, but I don't think Kidda Plant is the guy to beat a Canelo. As far as who's going on with who
you ain't pick Ugas either.
I didn't pick Ugas,
exactly.
But I really didn't. Hold on. I didn't pick Ugas, but I really didn't care.
Exactly.
Neither. I mean, I just watched the fight.
Him, though.
I'm picking Canelo, and I ain't even know Canelo
fan. And that's okay. And I didn't pick Ugas either.
Okay, bringing Ugas up. The only thing I want to talk about is Ugas. I like the Ortiz fight because I think that's a good win for him. I think that's something that can build his brand going
He ain't
towards an
fighting
arrow fight.
Ortiz.
I think, and then for his Keith Derbyshire fight, I'm not a fan of the Tank fight. I think Tank got enough smoke around his weight class. He should.
And I gave you an extra counterpunch because your service
crazy
was
'cause-
shitty out there, so I didn't want you to waste your money. That being
Some-
said,
Some don't want it. Some people don't want to see that fight.
what, the Tank fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, hardcores ain't gonna want it. Hardcores ain't gonna want it because they want Tank to not get a loss before fighting his contemporaries at his division. Hardcores are hipsters. They want what's pure. I don't want that. I want bigger than that. I want what's better for the. I want what's better for the sport. That's what I want.
They got Texas Made, the realist, on the super chat, and he says, I'm glad to hear Muggs pick and plant. Goes to show, hopefully, that we'll get a good competitive fight. I got Canelo winning by split decision. All right, and there you go. You know, the competitiveness of this fight starting to, I guess, really be spoken about here, right? If you really think that Caleb is a live dog in this could probably end up a split decision. I mean, we all know that Canelo is right now sort of like the Marvel X-Men guy, you know, unstoppable. He's doing miraculous things in the ring and this, that, and the third. But you got to really look at Caleb as a real threat. Even for those that are Canelo all the way, right? Can this fight end up being a 12-round fight? I mean, I think it can, you know. Manny Pacquiao and Ugas, a fight that we're using as a reference, kind of, you know, that was a 12-round fight. So this fight, you know, even though we believe strongly that Canelo can win, what kind of fight are we going to see? And is it going to be a unanimous? Is it going to be a split? Can it be a draw? Can there be a Canelo Ugas too? Like, these things are still there. But obviously, those that have been behind Canelo have seen his growth and seen his, you know, his development since that Mayweather fight, which was his only and last
what
loss.
you mean Canelo Ugas 3? What are you talking about? I'm lost.
You lost because you're paying attention to the sauce. Not just telling the people that, you know, there's people out there that strongly believe that Caleb is a fight has a chance. And even though we tend to look at things like, yeah, he'll KO him, but like this could be a decision win. Just like the Ugas and Manny Pacquiao fight was. You know, it could be a split decision. It could be a unanimous. But can he take it all 12 rounds? And can we see a great night of boxing? Do we ask for a second fight? All that stuff, I think that is being, in my head at least, is being, I'm entertaining it.
I don't even know why people are like, why is it like so hard to believe that Caleb could win if Canelo's asking for a rematch? I mean, it's
because Canelo's done so much.
Doubting,
I think that's overshadowing what Caleb can probably do.
But that's fine. But Canelo is telling you that he's good enough that he put in a rematch clause. He's saying
so. There's a rematch clause.
One way. Only
one.
Canelo.
That's what I was about to say. Only for Canelo.
Exactly. So he's telling you himself he's good enough that he can possibly beat me. So I need a rematch. It's just that simple.
You know what, bro? And I don't think the boxing public, I guess, gets a chance to really focus on that small detail there. That's a very important.
No, you got some weirdo saying he's a good businessman. The fuck does that mean?
Yeah, well, the good businessman is
only put that in there if you think the possibility of losing is real. Like, I don't care what business you're talking about. That's fine. But
even if Canelo thought there was like a 10% chance of losing, he still believes that
we're considering it. If
Yeah.
we're considering it, it's in our mind. That's all that I know.
Gives you an insight on the Canelo team, and because you know the business is business, but you know,
listen,
it
they learn it from
right?
the best, right? They learn it from Eddie Hearn. Eddie always got a rematch clause. That's the same reason the Wilder fight didn't happen. When they gave Wilder's 12.5 flat, he said no. They gave him 17.5. He agreed. Then they said no rematch for you, even though you're a champion and it's a unification. You know, what's up? If we're going to unify, neither one of us are going to have a rematch, or both of us are going to have a rematch. That's just ethical, you know. That's showing you really want the fight. Let me get the Bo in Bama. What up?
One of the fighters is going to lose, and no matter what, Don King's going to win. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's in America, man. That's enterprise. I didn't write the rules. I revolutionized the pay scale in boxing. I paid fighters more money than anyone in the history of the sport.
That is a true fact.
You know what I mean?
That has been done.
So, the only thing I could be guilty of is hitting them in the head with $100 bills, giving them dignity, pride, and a lot of money. So now whatever it is more than what they could get from any adversary of mine. Otherwise, they wouldn't be with me.
Out Tybo, Riddick Bowe, Bozy Ennis, Bo Mack, Bo Jackson. It's Bo and Bama. I'm glad to hear Caleb getting some form of support because I've been seeing it. You know what I'm saying? We all been seeing it. We just been overlooking it. The man is good. My analysis on the fight specifically is ultimately Canelo starts slow, man. Caleb start fast. All you got to do is win 7 rounds and not get knocked down to win a boxing match. You know? So, can Caleb pull it off? I think he can. I see him typically get tired after 8 rounds. He a true 168-pounder. Billy Joe wasn't. Abner Yildirim, I still don't know where he from. I can't spell his name. I can barely even say it. I'm not knocking Canelo, but he didn't knock down Danny Jacobs. I ain't think he knocked down the big dude. Was the one that won the World Boxing Super Series? He ain't knocked him down. The only notable win that dude even got is old George Groves, which was a tough fight until he stopped him. That was I enjoyed that fight thoroughly, and I actually do like the big dude from the UK. But
Callum Smith?
Yeah, Callum Smith, big dude. Yeah. But I mean, I see Caleb having a legitimate chance. He got defense.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna be out there getting caught. In my opinion, he got one of the best jabs in the game. We seen how Canelo do against the jab when he was fighting Kovalev. He lost a lot of those rounds, but he did come through in the end. Which again, just like it only takes 7 rounds, it only takes 1 punch. So I mean, it's gonna be a good.
It's like of the jab, Bama.
Yeah, it's like. Oh come on, man! You know
Kovalev,
I watched
Kovalev
all
was
the
hurting
fights.
him. He had his face red.
Yeah, and then just look at every fighter Caleb has fought with the jab. He all of them bloody and knotted up. Every last one of them off pretty much just the jab, really. The problem is he be hurting his hands, so he can't finish. He not a good finisher because he always hurting his hands in the fight. He hurt his jab hand in the fight against Truex, and he always showing the X-rays and stuff as well. So he ain't making it up. He's showing you. So as long as he stay healthy, man, I feel like the man got a good shot at winning. Shout out Don King. Shout out Evander Holyfield. Shout out Roger Mayweather. Shout out Samson Lewickovich.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Y'all gonna see. Christian.
No, I thought that was a great example on this, right? You know, the Kovalev jab. I mean, we talked about it too during that time when we were
a jab takes you around the world. No one thought Ugas was special, and he beat Pacquiao without being special. We got a Christian fight fan. What up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's up?
Cheers.
I just want to say, man, congrats to Ugas. I mean, being from Miami, he's a guy that I seen his early career. He lost 3 fights early. This guy was partying, you know, just forgetting about boxing. Dude changed his life, came back from those losses, and now he's a world champ, man. And also that shows other fighters that, hey, even if you got losses, man, don't write nobody off. It's an awesome win by Ugas. As well, I wanted to talk about Lara and Plant. I think the difference, Ness, is that they got the same skill set, but to me, Lara has a little bit more heart. Lara went through, you know, a fight with Angulo. He had an extra titty on his head against Paul Williams. I think that's the difference. And like the caller said, I honestly think Plant is going to fade late in the fight, and I think it's going to be the body shots. If Plant works on his defense, he wins the fight. But I think, honestly, I don't think Plant can take those body shots like Lara did against when he fought Canelo.
Lara didn't take him. That's why he fucking ran.
Well, I mean,
and FYI,
go ahead.
FYI, yo, Plant Look, I just can't say it enough. He's not Laura. To say that Plant doesn't have heart because he didn't suffer adversity yet, that doesn't make sense. Like, no one knew Darren Cunningham had heart. He went through what he went through Saturday night. That let us know. Like, it's different. You got to go through it. You can't just say, oh, this guy was in this fight and showed he got heart, and this guy hasn't been in the fight yet to show he has heart, so he doesn't have heart? No.
Keep preaching it, brother.
I look at it different. To me, I say Plant does have heart because he's the one fighting a dude 3 times his size in the projects. I say he does have heart because when he's approached by 2 brothers in a gym that isn't his, he don't back down. That's heart to me. You can show heart many different ways. JT, counterpunch.
This is true. Go get it.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, well, damn, man. You took the words out of my mouth because the last caller I was just about to say about the heart. Like, how can he question a man's heart because he haven't faced that type of adversity in a fight yet with a guy? And then we can't take nothing from Angulo. He's a hell of a pressure fighter. And like you say, Lara showed heart, but he was more moving, trying to get away. And he showed that. But Caleb Plant, I don't think haven't had to face that yet. Now, against this Canelo guy, I think he's going to have to show that. But like you said, Canelo want to do a rematch for all of some reason. If he felt like he could beat him, he wouldn't have to do a rematch. I see Caleb Plant just beating him, man, keeping him off with a jab. Shout out to Bo and Bama. He brought it up with the Kovalev. Kovalev had a jab on Canelo. But also the thing was stop going straight back, keep turning his ass. Yes, Canelo got good head movement and stuff like that, but somebody that could keep turning him with a jab and keep making him reset, that's going to give Canelo big trouble. And I see Caleb Plant doing that. That's my
All right. We got Brandon, counterpunch.
Yo, Nuts, how my audio?
Yep, better.
Yes. There you go, painting narratives. Other bullshit narratives at that, saying if you put a rematch clause in, that means you think you could lose.
I mean,
Canelo, hold on. Let me finish. Canelo could go in there, throw a punch, miss, and throw his shoulder out of place and can't continue to fight. And he'll lose. Is that anything can happen in boxing? He'll lose his belts off some fluke shit like Klitschko did against Chris Bird, brother. So quit saying just because I put a rematch clause in, I can get injured unintentionally.
Well, T.O. and Loma ain't have a rematch clause, man.
Okay, that don't matter. AJ had a.
It do matter. It do matter. They wasn't worried about throwing a shoulder out.
It don't matter.
They only worry about getting the win. You worrying about other shit because you worrying about losing.
Yeah, I worked hard for these belts.
Exactly. So you worried about losing. So
worried
that's what's haunting you. That's what's haunting you. Losing.
You gonna talk about my counterpunch?
I mean, you had a counterpunch. You heard the bell.
Yeah, but yeah, man, it ain't just about losing. Like I said, anything can happen in that ring. Like I said, we watched Klitschko throw his shoulder out against Chris Bird, and he lost.
So that's what you're saying. I talked over you when you repeating yourself. Come on, get out of here, man. Make something else up.
AJ, and then you said AJ had a rematch clause against Dillian White because he was scared of him. Are you forgetting he already had fucked Dillian White up, put him to sleep?
So then exactly my point. See, you can't get more free time. You can't get more free time. So you tell me, Doomy, I knocked him out. What do I need a rematch clause for? That's the sticking point. The dude literally not taking the fight because of the rematch clause. But you talking crazy over here. No, bruh. It's what I'm saying. They worried about losing. If you ain't worried about losing, you right. The dude you slept, you shouldn't be rematch for what? I'm gonna sleep him again. I'm better than I was.
Usually
then.
when you close case and shut like that, you don't want to revisit that. You didn't give me a competitive enough fight for me to like really, want that rematch. But if I'm putting a rematch clause in my contract, I mean, look, maybe that was a negotiating piece too to finalize this Plant thing, like, all right, you don't want to do this, but then you ain't going to get this. And shit, ain't no rematch unless Canelo going to give it to you. I mean, Mayweather did the same thing. Mayweather wasn't giving everybody no rematch. He gave Maidana, the only person, right? Am I right in that? Or he fought Castillo twice?
Maidana didn't have a rematch call. He gave Maidana a rematch because he wanted to, and he gave Castillo one.
So he gives it to you. He doesn't guarantee it.
But he don't got it though. That's all that matters. Do he got it in the contract where he's saying I got a rematch clause if I lose? He don't think about losing. That's not on his mind. These dudes is thinking about losing, and then they want to paint it off as good business. Nah, he thinking about losing.
What happened?
James Benitez, what up?
Don't get hit with the quickets.
Yo, you hear me?
We do. Let's just do me all trigger finger happy and shit.
I see, man. Damn, do me. Why you gotta be like that to me, man? You know,
there's so many crickets. I gotta unleash them.
Nah, man. You know, I'm gonna have to come for you. Hey, do me, man. Why you even entertain the fact that wasn't there some super chat that said that Bivol moves better than Plant? Man, I can't believe you even entertained that, but do me.
I had to entertain
Yo,
just a
Joe
small
Joyce
part,
tripping,
a very
man.
small part of it.
I want everybody to know Joe Joyce just officially signed an extension with
Queensberry.
Yes. He's tripping. Why? Like, why? Even if you think Tyson is gonna beat Wilder, that's the only thing over there, and that's not even full Queensberry. That's like part top rank, man. Man, I don't get Joe Joyce.
Well, anyways, y'all already know how I feel about Plant, man. Plant's gonna go ahead and upset the apple cart, man. Plant, I don't even know how people saying that Plant has lesser offensive skills than Laura. You got to be shitting me. But okay, Plant's gonna just show y'all better than I can keep on preaching and telling y'all. Bama Bo gave a good analysis. JT gave a good analysis. Also, man, this Boots and the shit is crazy, man. So he got a no contest with Van Heerden, beat Lipinets, and all of a sudden he'll beat the shit out of goddamn Ugas. That's hard to believe, man. What's a good step up fight for Boots, man?
They need to give him Robert Guerrero. He said he want a step up fight. Give him Robert.
That's what I'm saying. I need to see something like that before I can say, oh yeah, he'll beat the shit out of dang on Ugas or dang on or Pacquiao or whatever. There's no guarantee because end of the day, if PBC really believed in him, Loma got a title fight right away. David Morrell got a title fight right away. Shit, Tio got a title fight right away. So come on, man. Let's cut the shit. Boost is good, but not he ain't the guy's great.
We'll see. Who is up? JT.
Who's next?
Are you available?
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, that comment. Come on. That was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it? I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
You hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just about to text you. Did you give me my call and it went straight into a counter punch. But now, just like Benitez just said, you know, like I actually agree with him. A lot of people sleeping on this Caleb Plant, and you know, shout out to Brandon with that bullshit counter punch talking about that was a business move. Canelo is very smart. He know Caleb Plant probably is the toughest opponent. He's gonna face out all the guys he just beat and stuff like that. And he knows the possibility Caleb Plant can beat him. And I think it's a very strong possibility that he can beat him, you know. And I hope Line 6 are on here, you know. Good debate the other day, but Ugas just showed you that fight that you think Bruce Ennis to go just walk through and beat on people. I highly disagree with that, and I think everybody's going to start respecting Ugas. And you can't use Pacquiao was like Ness said last night. If that was Errol, which I absolutely believe would have went in there and stopped Pacquiao based on his pressure, they would have gave him more credit for that from being up on the old man. But now they're going to sit there and say, Pacquiao was old, that's why Ugas beat him. Nah, he just couldn't do what he wanted to do against Ugas, because Ugas was countering him, touching him every time he had to touch him, and at a slow pace, which was crazy, because Pacquiao could have had turned it up if he wanted to and stuff like that. Or maybe his legs were just too old and he couldn't move the way he.
Cut it.
I got Keem in Florida. Are you available?
Keem the Dream. You will get hit with the crickets.
Coach Rivera.
In shape.
Wait a minute.
What up, Coach?
I'm just gonna say that what I won with Ugas, I'm putting that in Plant.
Oh.
And I got a bunch of reasons. Everybody's been mentioning the reasons, but I have another one. There's one fighter that y'all know that I know, that I know personally really close, that got a contract with Golden Boy because he was pounding with speed and leg movement somebody that's about to fight with Caleb Plant. That's how he earned his contract with Golden Boy. And I really believe that Plant has a lot of those attributes. Maybe not the speed, but close to it. So I really got Plant in this fight.
All right. Well, he's insinuating
got
that because
Plant.
Rashidi Ellis, who's a 147-pounder, was able to put hands on Canelo so well that Golden Boy was impressed enough to give him a contract. He feels like a natural 168-pounder in Caleb can do that or more. And you got to remember, even Rashidi Ellis is in there. The brother, taller brother's in there a lot with him, too.
Ron, right? Rev Ron?
We got LV Slugger. LV Slugger, what up?
LV Slugger.
TBV fellas, what up?
What up?
Yeah, let's hope we talking Caleb Canelo, man. I definitely think it's gonna be a good fight, man. I don't want nobody to think, you know what I'm saying? I was gonna bet 50 on Caleb anyway. Nothing you said today changed my mind. I was betting it anyway. But I'm gonna bet 50 on Caleb, and I'm gonna bet 50 on the draw just in case. So I'm betting 50 apiece on both. So I can see it go either way, but I think ain't no telling, man. I do think it's gonna be a good fight, man. I think Caleb do got the attribute, to go 12 and give Canelo a tough fight, man. But I want to say something about the Thurman tip, man. I just feel like being 2 years old, man, he need that tune-up, man. It's rare to see a champ come back off a 2-year layoff and come straight back to a championship fight and perform. So I feel like AB is the perfect tune-up for him. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be a big fight, make some money, and you know what I'm saying? I think it's an easy win. AB not known to throw his hands, so I think that's a little tune-up for him. Then he can just hop back in there with a champion. You know what I'm saying? Especially being out 2 years. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I really have to say. Good show.
All right. We got Tim. What up, Tim?
Tim.
Timmy Tim in the place to be.
Oh my God, can you hear me?
Oh my God, we hear you.
Oh, hey, Ness. First of all, thank you very much for taking my call. And your show is really awesome. And oh my God, let me tell you something. I got to tell you something. Ugas is the new champ. All right. He beat Pacquiao. You know what? Ugas could probably beat Charlo.
Whoa.
No, check this out.
Charlo, little Charlo, 154 Charlo?
Yes, the 154 Charlo.
Whoa.
But anyway, Tank versus Ugas, whatever. It's hard to believe, but that's what I would think. But anyway, Canelo versus who? Fucking. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. Okay, good. Listen, check this out. Okay, I just bleeped that out. Bleep. All right. Tall, skinny, white Englishman is gonna get bodied. He's gonna go down. That's what I think about that. But also, Canelo should basically take on the vacant cruiserweight title. And that's all I gotta say about that. Thanks. Bye.
Let's go, Chair. He wants him to take on a cruiser.
I hear
Yeah. yeah.
They want Canelo to fight AJ.
I hear him. Majid, what up?
Majid, show yourself.
No Majid.
Cricket time.
What up?
Well, looks like we had another Canelo.
Anyone there?
Who's next?
All right, we're not hearing Majid, so that means we're going to Boomerang. Coach Myers.
Boomerang.
Coach Myers.
Yo.
Y'all hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah,
hear you, champion.
Maybe Ugas could just fight Jamal James. That's a good, nice, not so dangerous fight for him. James is the regular, but that's a nice fight for him. While Sean Porter and Crawford fight, and Spence is healing. But anyways.
You think that's an easy fight though, Coach? That's a tough fight.
Well, easier. What are you talking about, Jamal James?
Yeah, I mean, he went into battle with a Pacquiao, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't. You're a champion. You can't be too light, right? I mean, I'm not saying Keith Thurman. I'm not saying Terrence Crawford. So I mean, the next tier down, Jamal James, a decent fight, I think should be good for him. But stop acting like Plant ain't about to get slept, man. Plant about to get slept. And stop the bullshit. Everybody know boxing. Canelo got too much for him. You ain't got enough power to keep him off you. That's my call.
We'll see. Y'all
Let's
just
see.
haters.
We presented. Listen, the TBV fam and Universe has presented many cases for both fighters. Obviously, Canelo is the favorite. And even though Ness has been the evil genius, I can't totally disagree with him in his belief. You know.
Everybody was talking like him when it came to Ugas last week. So that's all I got to say about that.
Forrest Gump style. We'll keep preaching it, champ.
And that's all I got to say about that. We got counterpunch from Brandon.
Who's next?
What up, Ness? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, I want you to be honest, and this is for my brother JT too. You asked for this. You wanted this smoke. You got it. You do realize Canelo had a rematch clause for the Amir Khan fight, right? Okay. Did you give Amir Khan any chance? You personally?
How many rounds did Amir Khan win in that fight? Exactly. Now you know why Canelo put it. He knew he'd possibly lose some rounds.
Stop trolling us. You trying to troll? Losing rounds and losing. You gave Amir Khan no chance to win.
Listen, he put a clause in there. Why you mad at me? He put the clause in there. Why you mad at me?
Who did you pick to win that fight? I asked you that
question. I picked Canelo. That don't got nothing to do with nothing.
And
so did everybody.
So did everybody else on this couch. Let's quit acting like.
And we all picked Pacquiao, man. What the fuck you keep talking about?
I'm making a point. Y'all acting like he's just about to start doing this because he's fighting Plant. It ain't because he's fighting no fucking Plant. He's been making these type of business decisions.
Bruh, like he don't gotta have it, right? He don't gotta have it, right? He don't gotta have it, right? Right? He don't gotta have it, but he do. All right, then. End the story. End the story. You heard the bell, man. You heard the bell. Not all A sides. Loma ain't have it. See the difference there? Not all A sides. Loma ain't have it. And my co-producer,
I think more so it's negotiations in the contract, right? Like this is a give and take situation. When you sit at the table, you're giving, you're receiving, you're taking, you're giving, and that's how negotiation runs. Sometimes maybe Canelo felt like, okay, well, I'm gonna put this in play. If you're not getting this or you're not giving me this, it's all negotiations at the end of the day, right? Is it really solely based on, I'm putting it in there because I'm afraid that I'm going to lose, or is it just another addition to a negotiation that it goes against them and it benefits me?
I mean, listen, Loma had a rematch clause for Corolla. He ain't had one for Tio. So there was fear that if you lose to Corolla, the belt stays with a rival promoter. There's no fear if you lose the TO because the belt stays with the same promoter.
Business. Okay. Business Insider with Nestor Gibbs on the boxing business side. Okay, I get it. The promoter, and then again, negotiations, right? They didn't feel like that negotiation tool should have been used in that Teofimo and Loma situation because both fighters are top ranked.
No, well, Tio complained. You know, he didn't want that. That's not what he wanted. He wanted his rematch. Why not? I'm a champ. You know?
But he still took the risk.
I mean, he had to.
He definitely got
those are the terms. You want the fight? That's how they doing you these days.
Yo, Bobby Digital. Yo, Bob, Mr. Bob Arum, come on back to TBV. We want to talk to you. The future's looking a little brighter right now. I see a lot of things happening in that welterweight division right now. And with this whole Keith Thurman Tank, fight thrown in there, it's like there's a lot of stuff, a lot of moving parts right now. Call him moving parts. And one question to you.
Who's next?
On the line.
Boomerang Majimbe. Actually, Coach J-Mac gets stainlesses. So, stainless. I mean, Coach J-Mac.
Boomerang.
J-Mac.
Uh-oh, beatboxing.
Yeah,
bars just coming.
I'm here.
What up?
You never play my intro.
Oh.
He said you got to come in hard, champ. You know how the Mac do.
Yeah, we had you so much on the show, we just kind of like forgot.
He like, where my shit at?
I thought you was about to get it.
Oh,
I see you play it, champ.
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part and all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J-Mac, where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. So official with it. Go and check the stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. Ness, I only got a minute. Get ready for the back attack.
Yo, shout out to Bud and Arrow. Sound like he ain't gonna never get to bet that $1 million. Sound like that was just cheap talk. For as my brother calling and talking about Arrow stopping Pacquiao, he ain't stopping shit. He ain't stopped Mikey, and Mikey ain't throw no punches. I doubt he would have stopped Pacquiao. For his this Canelo fight, it sounds like I'm a Canelo fan. I really ain't. I hope Plant can upset Canelo. I just don't think Plant had the level of adversity to show these levels that everybody's saying he will do. And I know Canelo, you gotta out there and do what Mayweather did, and Mayweather just outsmarted him and out countered the counter puncher. And if you ain't willing to stand in front of Canelo to place those shots, you ain't beating him. And I don't think Caleb, unfortunately, I don't think he boxed well enough to where he can just decisively outbox Canelo. For as like I was saying on the Keith Thurman fight, Keith Thurman against Ortiz, I like that fight, but I doubt they'll feed on Keith Thurman to Ortiz. I like the Ugas versus Ortiz. I think that'll be a healthy fight for him. I'm not big on the Tank fighting Thurman. I think Thurman could come out of retirement pretty much like he been on a shelf and just knock Tank out. Honestly, I think that's just too much for Tank. Tank need to focus on some of these other guys like the Devin Haney's, the Shakur Stevenses, the Teofimos, and all that.
Alrighty then, we're going to Majimbe. Yo.
What's up? Yo, real quick, let me get that crow for Ugas. I didn't get to call in and call it, but I had managed. And then the last thing I got on Plant is, you say that he's a good boxer and everything, but yeah, he's a good boxer to what? He, even when you look at him, he just doesn't look like an athletic type of slick boxer. Yeah, he's somewhat slick. He's somewhat athletic. but to me, he looks like a golfer pretending to be a boxer. I don't know, man. I can't pick him in this fight. I got Canelo. But yo, great show. I'll talk to you next time.
Yo, that I'm saying though, but like Canelo's a golfer. why Caleb Plant can't golf and fight? Oh man, that was a funny one, Chad.
I mean, that's all it was a little funny. It's not realistic.
He looks like he's built like a golfer. I don't know, man. Some of these golfers I've seen.
That golfer that he speaks of will beat the shit out of Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
And everybody else in golf history. So
yeah,
little different.
And when Maimba was saying it, Ness, I'm trying to get inside his head. Like, okay, what is he seeing? That he's kind of like athletic. He's kind of athletic. I mean, look, Ness, you got to argue for the fact that he's been known to get tired. Does that play on athleticism?
Who?
Caleb.
I don't know about him getting tired, man, but I'm tired of the convo. Ness GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Any super chats?
Yeah, we did have, I think, one more super chatty.
Bo and Bama says counterpunch.
Yeah, let me just refresh to make sure I got on. I know we got 2 from Ken Stone and we got 1 from Ed Rock. Bring in La Roca and Bama Bo with a counter punch. So Texas made the realist. I think I read that one, right? I'm glad to hear Muggs picking Plant. Goes to show hopefully that we'll get a good competitive fight. I got Canelo winning by split decision. I think we read that one, split decisions. Ken Stone says that layoff will cost Plant. Canelo been active. I mean, that's a very important detail there, Champy. Depending on what kind of sparring Caleb might have been getting.
Caleb did exactly what Crawford did. He strategically called for his mandatory early to get it out the way to be available for Canelo. He's been training. People want to believe what they want to believe. The man's been knowing this fight's going to happen for how long now? Stop dreaming. People dreaming and hoping that he's asleep or something. No, he's on point. He's on point. The quicker y'all get that through your head.
All right, check this out. Ken Stone hitting you with another one over the cabeza. Korobov beat Uzcategui. Better than Plant, shaking my head. So if Korobov beat Uzcategui, better than Plant. So you think Korobov did beat him better than? But styles make fights. Fights can go either way depending on the style sometimes, man. So I don't know. I could bet you I could go back and maybe think about a couple of fighters that beat, another fighter a certain way. And those guys are still not ahead of the guy that did less of a performance. But Ed Rock says Caleb is a real one. One emoji. And Nestor sees what Caleb is all about. Caleb will shock the world emoji. There you go, champ.
They hating, man. He sees it, but other people, they hating. Look, we got to go. That's GTO, Instagram, and
you got
Twitter.
Bama Bo's counterpunch,
no, we
right?
don't. Bo and Bama, Bo and Bama, Bo and Bama, Bama, Bo to the Bama.
Yeah.
Bo to the Bama.
Yeah, I mean,
we do.
Yeah. I'm not going to be defending this dude all the way up to November, but I will say, based off the call who said, did he say Caleb look like a golfer?
Yeah, he said that. That's what he said.
Yeah. He said he built like a golfer.
So he didn't, he might be saying that based off of his skin, maybe, but as far as his physique, he has an incredible physique. Just like you mentioned, he has no fat on him. He can do a flag. Do you know what a flag is?
Flag football?
Yeah, when you flag off the pole, when you standing on, you grab the pole with your arms and you can extend yourself. It's a pole.
You literally hold a pole and hold yourself to the.
Yeah, but it takes tremendous amount of core strength to do that.
It's like something that no one can do. You got to be like an elite human being to be able to do a flag. Like, come on, man.
I've seen so many golfers do the same.
Nah, you never see that. But seriously though, man, we supposed to be hardcore. Y'all, I mean, these guys totally looking over everything. They like fanboys. It's supposed to be hardcore guys in here, but it's all fanboys, and it's crazy to me to hear what's being said. Not just today, but over throughout a lot of the weeks, man. The Castano Charlo, everybody shitted on the results. But it was a great fight with two great champions that ended in a draw. They both had pivotal moments for each other throughout the entire fight. You know what I'm saying? They shit on the Billy Joe fight. They shit on every fight, bro. I'm almost tired of it. Like, it's boxing, bro. You got to just respect the sport, man. You gotta win, or else it's fucking war. You're like, what the heck? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's all fanboys.
Boxing is a fanboy sport.
That's your time. That's your time. Fucking do me soft, man. I'm telling him, hit him with the sound bite, man.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Man. Nah, man. Hit him with the tougher sound bite, man.
Damn. I got a few, man.
That's
I didn't
some
catch
soft
the
ass shit.
freaking...
Shut the soft ass shit up.
That's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up.
Yeah, man. Yo. Nah, I hear you, bro. I wake up like that every now and then and shit. Fucking bullshit.
It's either this or that.
These guys get you mad. Yo, we out. Next DTO, Instagram and Twitters, man. Twitters and the Twitters and the Twitters.
You already know. Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ on IG. Alex_TBV on TikTok. No, excuse me. Alex_TBV on Twitter. TikTok, I haven't been doing my moonwalk yet, so I ain't there yet. And this is the Boxing Voice, Nested Gibbs, Alex Doomsday Linus. Thank you for tuning in this morning. If you didn't know about this channel and you stumbled upon it, this is the Boxing Voice. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you know every time we're going live. And we're constantly going live on this side.
Going live.
Fans.
We're out. Bye. Later.